There we go. Sorry. Thank you. Good call, Garvey. Thank you. Congrats on being first. Wolverine and Lee. Welcome in, guys. Prince over on Twitch. Welcome in. Anyway, as I was saying before my mute button so rudely interrupted me. Yeah, I mentioned last night I wanted to go live early just so we can get maybe some more people in here. You can hear me. You can hear me now. You can hear me now. Should be good. Should be good. The stream will start in 2 hours. Kabam's live stream will. So we've got plenty of time if you need to go do stuff. But yeah, I just figured I'd play some arena until then. No worries if you're at work, you guys. This is going to be super chill. Like, I'm just going to be playing some arena and just hanging out. Giving people time to filter in here before the live stream and whatnot. Just giving people time, giving myself more units, stuff like that, you know. I got to catch up to Garvit, even though I think that's hopeless now. Oh, Garvit, they're nuts, man. I feel like I'm lacking hardcore by not participating. Also, hold on, I need to text my wife back. Okay, I'm back. Got the 14 million. Oh, on battle chips. You love this for you. It's not midnight. Prince, I didn't know it was that late for you, man. It's crazy the dedication some of the viewers have, man. The fact that some of you guys will hop in at like 1 in the morning, stuff like that. That's pretty insane dedication. I like it. It's cool. Might be a hot take. Towers is a slightly more boring version of Battlegrounds. Think about it. Endgame prizes Radiance. I wouldn't. Well, you also get all the rewards on your way up to Gladiator Circuit where you do get Radiance. It's not necessarily just Radiance. But I guess you do kind of get the same thing in Towers, right? Because you get some of those same... Also, why does... Oh, hold on. Also, like, they're not quite as good in Towers per block, but yeah, I see your point. I don't think that's the hottest take of all time. I can definitely see that, and I get the comparison. Honestly, far less stressful though. Also, I never noticed this before, but after Zemo fires his gun, there's actually like smoke that comes out of the barrel. You can see it trace a line. That looks really cool. You probably can't see that very well on phones. Yeah, Garvey, the account rating for people is skyrocketed. The prestige for people is skyrocketed. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with like, what do I have? 4 rank 5s? And there's people with like 10 and 15. I think Yusafa has like 30. He's obviously the exception, but you get the point. No tower climbing. We'll probably play some towers at some point. I just wanted to hit arena for a little bit since I'm more concerned over units than I am Radiance right now. Radiance, I think, will start rolling in a lot more now that we're going to get Radiance when we win in Alliance War. So yeah, I'd rather focus on unit gain personally. What's up, Thomas? Welcome in. You'll get bonged to rank 5. Yeah, at least, you know, you haven't left me quite in the dust. You would if you use your units on the sale, though. Big bongster. Actually, maybe we'll do some bong playtesting, too, if I get tired of Arena before the live stream starts. I'm excited to see how high you place in Banquet, Garvit. You should honestly figure out a way to record like your huge Banquet opening and then upload it. I think it would be cool for people to see what a free-to-play player can do. Granted, it took an entire year of dedication, but still. But still. I think you'd probably make 1%. Assuming you keep up the speed that you're on. I hope it's like another banger Banquet year. Last year they knocked it out of the park, I think. You'll stream it on MCOC. Okay, good. Good. I'll try and do my best to watch, but our time zone difference might mess that up. Wait, does the 4-star magic not have like a different kit? Or is that just what she looks like on defense? I don't know that I really fought her that much. It looked like normal, like old school Limbo. I don't know who they could possibly break out during Cyber to make me like crack open my wallet like Yondu last year. That was kind of a big deal for me. I really liked Yondu. I think I'll probably, unless I pull Spider-Ham in the next couple of days, which is highly unlikely, I'll probably be in the same boat. I'll probably just save all the way until Banquet. Try and max push towers. I probably can. I got time. It's all right. I got nothing but time. Yeah, I might be able to climb up there if I had recoils on, but I refuse to spend units on switching over. They can't get me, man. You can't make me do it. And Black Widow would probably KO so quick if you could Ascension to her. Sammy Ray, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. And if you could, and if you had a rank 5. Pop overflow boost attack ones? Oh, for like more arena points? That's too much menuing, man. It actually starts to annoy me. Or, oh, you mean like the generic boost? I see what you're saying. I run through those too quick. I don't want to use them on arena. I like using them for like Alliance War and quests and stuff. Poisonally. Not that I couldn't instantly go get more, but still. Oh, they won't expire on my account. Trust. Trust me, Garbeat. They won't expire. I use them when they're about to expire. I don't have any that are like old enough that they would be. Take. He almost let me go all the way to max momentum, dude. Aw, man. You have more rank 3s than rank 1s? That's actually really cool, man. I drag my feet a lot on those lower rank ups. The other day, I did a bunch of 7-star rank ups, though. Using a lot of the rank up gems and stuff I've gotten from Twitch drops. And, dude, it destroyed my gold for a little bit. We're still good. I mean, I'm still like strapped with gold, but still. I got rid of like half of my stash, which was a little bit sketchy. Because I have like PTSD from the time where it was just actually impossible to get gold. So I'm just like worried about falling back into that. I don't think it'll happen though. They give us more than enough resources now, I think. You're not going to max your 5 stars out, Garvit? Or are they already done? You're actually talking last night about how they're like the most useless rarity of all time. Tanae, what's up? Surprisingly morning stream. Yeah, man, good morning. We're just preparing ourselves for Kabam's live stream. But I wanted to make sure I was live for plenty of time before the live stream actually started. That way people can see it in their YouTube and like filter in. Because if you stream outside of your normal stream time, sometimes it can be really hit and miss. The YouTube algorithm can be pretty punishing. So I wanted to make sure I gave you guys plenty of time to remember what was happening today, be able to hop in and stuff. Yeah, 5 stars aren't useful at all. They could pretty healthily be deleted from the game, I feel like. Even a progressing account, like I feel like I barely used 5 stars. I used 5 stars for like a little bit on my alt account, and then it was like instantly 6 stars. And then shortly after that too, it was just straight to 7. Now I am maybe not your average player, so that's probably a little bit of a different case, but I think it's not too far-fetched. I like the kicking spam. So anyway, yeah, it feels weird to be streaming this early. I'm still kind of waking up, honestly. That's what this is for, which is USA themed, by the way. This has got some caffeine in it. Hopefully that'll help. Don't delete my 5 stars. They get me 30 units 2 to 3 times a week. I guess that's true. That's the only use they have in the entire game. And there's no champion that's 5-star locked, so even then it's pointless. Combine 5 stars into the... I wouldn't mind 5 stars in the 4-star arena. The only issue with that is it would force me to rank up my 5 stars, which are kind of lacking compared to the 4 stars, because I think if you put 5 stars in the arena, it would make the infinite streak only possible with 5 stars. Oh, is Quake's... I thought... Is Quake not a 6-star yet? Okay. She's still a 5-star? I guess maybe, yeah, because a 6-star could reach 7-star levels. Okay, so 5-stars aren't fully useless. They're just mostly useless. Good call. Good call. I forget Quake's even in the game because she's just been not even an option for so long. Okay, now Garvita's saying she isn't. Is she actually? I think she is 5-star locked. Or wait, oh, no. You're replying to something I said earlier. I got you. A 7-star Quake would go bananas. Or just give her the magic treatment where they rework her so that she's not as busted. This stream is what will keep you up at this horrible hour. I hope so. I hope it's enjoyable. Epic live stream coming in. You're darn right. You're darn right, Travis. We only do epic live streams around here, man. That's why we're playing Arena, the most high octane, exciting gameplay in the entirety of Marvel Contest of Champions. I actually do enjoy it. It's like so easy to just slip into a trance and you're farming units that entire time. It's great. He's fantastic. And if we ever get bored, we can take a break, go play around a Minesweeper, come back. And if you're wondering when Kabam's live stream will officially start, it will be in an hour and a half, just so you guys know. I actually didn't know his heavy attack would reach her right there. Wonder if they'll acknowledge the summer sale fiasco. I'm sure they will. In the past, when there was something that the community really didn't like, they did mention it at the very least. I don't know if they'll spend a lot of time focusing on it necessarily, but I do think they'll talk about it. They'll probably talk about it in the context of like reminding everybody that there will be compensation when the sale ends. And then while they're talking about that, or before they talk about that, they'll apologize, I'm sure, something like that. That's usually what they do, I feel like. 1 hour, 37 minutes to be precise. That is true, Garvit. Although, since you typed that message, it's not as true. Unless you use your time machine. Oh, you can't miss. Duh. Yeah, Reliver, welcome in, man. The daytime streams are the best. I wish they could all be daytime streams. I actually do. It's just the late night for me is the only time possible. Except for today, because we have it off for Freedom Day. Actually, no, company-wide, they gave everybody today off so we could all watch Kabam's live stream. Wanted to make sure nobody missed the reveal of the new champions. So yeah, and then we're just live so that like we can kind of fight the algorithm a little bit on YouTube, make sure people know we're live streaming. They don't forget. You got your new phone set up? What kind of phone is it? It's always so nice to get a new phone, by the way. Yurikuli Menko? Thank you for the follow. Oh, that didn't reach. That's embarrassing. Whoa, you go back and forth between Apple and Samsung? I feel like that would be really punishing, though, since the ecosystems don't really cross over too well. You got a 17 Pro Max in orange. That sounds sick, dude. You should, next time you gotta upgrade your phone, Reliver, you should get a gamer phone. Gamer phones are the best. Yeah, man, a gamer phone. / gaming phone. They're not a stereotypical phone that you would find in like your T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, or whatever dealership. But you can buy them like directly from the companies that sell them. ROG, like ROG, they make a phone. They make a gaming phone that's pretty good. Right now I have the Red Magic 11 Pro. I think that's what it is. And it's pretty awesome. It's, you can kind of see the back. My case is filthy because I'm a plumber, but it's liquid cooled. Like that blue stuff in there, if you turn on a game, it'll actually start moving around. It's freaking sweet. Here, let me actually, hold on, let me show you. I will launch, I think this will start it up. Yeah, look at that. So I launched a game and then it starts moving around and cooling the phone. And there's, I mean, I don't know how much it does. I think it actually does quite a bit. And then there's a couple fans in there. It's pretty sweet, man. And there's like, it built into the software. There's like filters you can apply to your games, and it, should you choose to risk using them, it has macros built in. So say I wanted to make a macro that would click the help button over and over and over again, which would be awesome. I could do that. And then I just click one button, walk away, and it'll click the help button over and over again for me. You've seen an Asus ROG phone once? Now you've seen one twice. That's my old phone. So yeah, I got a ROG gaming phone, and then I noticed that was like knocking it out of the park compared to a lot of my friends' phones. And I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll just keep getting gamer phones because they're made to be quick. I mean, if you want to be a photographer, don't get a gaming phone. They clearly spend the money elsewhere. I mean, it's still a camera. You can take photos with it, but they're not going to look like iPhone quality. That would be my only critique. But the battery life is always really good. They always have a ton of RAM. And they're just very quick. It feels like they don't slow down as much as other phones do. At least that's been my experience. Apple is good on gaming. I just don't like how they intentionally muck up their phones with software. That's like a lot of the mainstream phone developers, and I'm sure gaming phones will fall into the same downfall at some point. But for now, like my ROG phone, I could still use it as my daily phone. The only reason I got a new one is because the charging port needed to be replaced, and I just didn't want to take the phone apart to do that. Warlock, where's your mod at? 15 stream streak is pretty impressive. You got to make that 100. You can clip that, and then I'll make you a mod. Apple Care. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever really gotten any of those like warranty program kind of things on anything I've ever bought. I have heard a lot of stories of people using it though. I think it's kind of like health insurance in a way. Like if you really need it, you're really grateful for it. I used to be team iPhone, and then for some reason my account got like locked, I guess. I don't know if someone tried to hack into it or what. But the sad part is the email that I used to set up my iTunes account was an old school email that no longer exists. So I can't even recover the account. And yeah, it's cool. It's the best. And since I was underage when I set it up, or rather when my brother set it up for me, I don't even know the birthday that it was set up with. So I can't even use that to unlock the account through like the security questions and stuff. It's such a big mess. It's not worth it. So anyway, I switched over to Android a long time ago and I haven't looked back. I really do like the customization that Android offers, even though Google in particular is kind of cracking down on things a little more. At least I think next year they are. Sometime they're regulating it a little more. I don't remember. But I think it's still far and away a little bit better, at least for me and what I like to do with my phones. If I want to go download an app off of a website or something like that, I like having the ability to do that. And you can on iPhones. It's a little easier now than it used to be. Like side loading is not as crazy, but it's still like Apple doesn't want you to do it, so they make it kind of annoying. So overall, I just stick Android. Dude, you play MCOC on an iPad, Travis? Dude, I've tried that before. It's too big of a screen for me. Oh, that's cool, Reliver. Honestly, that's a fairly cheap replacement for a phone. Like, I do like the security that comes with iPhones and stuff, but I feel like as long as you're not a moron about what you install and websites you visit, that's not usually an issue. Also, check it out, guys. So this is my USA Cup. Look at this. Boom. Also, in case you're wondering, no, this isn't anything alcoholic. I don't drink alcohol. This is literally G Fuel. Okay. I don't know if I can get this light to turn off. Whatever. We'll just keep being patriotic. What's G? Wait, what? G Fuel? Dude, I don't remember which flavor. It's one of the Fallout themed ones. It's like a tropical berry one or something like that. I bought a couple tubs during Prime Week because they were on sale. And I like to use G Fuel instead of buying energy drinks when I go to work because I save a lot more money doing that. If you're new to the construction industry or you don't know what's up, it is insanely popular to go to gas stations every morning and buy energy drinks in the construction industry or trade industry. I was starting to fall victim to that, and I was like, no, I'm gonna stay broke forever if I keep doing that. So I just buy G Fuel now. And one tub will last me way long, honestly. And it's like $3 to $4 for an energy drink at a gas station. So you get your money back in like 4 days just by using G Fuel. It's insane. Or anything similar to G Fuel. Very, very good deal for me. What's up, Zeb? Apple and cotton candy. I think I've seen that one. So my wife really likes cotton candy flavored things. White Monster with gin. Yeah, White Monster is like the favorite I see a lot of people get, Garvit. We have a vending machine at the company I work for, and it's got like an entire level of the vending machine dedicated to White Monster. It's very popular. It's my wife's favorite monster. One thing you'll have to try, Reliver, I don't know if you've heard about this. Some G Fuels are really good with milk. I don't know if the one you have would be that or not. It's very hit and miss. You kind of gotta try it at least once with every G Fuel flavor you get. But some are just like made for drinking with milk somehow. I know, it sounds unhinged. I totally get it. But there are a couple I've had where I'm like, okay, this is actually really good. You may hate it, though. If you hate it, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's very hit and miss with some flavors. You don't have G Fuel in India? I wonder if you could probably order some. It's like a popular enough thing. You could probably find somebody to sell it to you or ship it to you. No. Oh, don't kill me. You have 1% left. Clutch. But yeah, I find other than saving me money, G Fuel actually does give me a better lift and like boost energy wise while I'm at work. You need to lock in and grind arena. That's what I'm here for. I'm glad I inspired you, Reliver. Lock the heck in, man. $100 for 6 cans is a ripoff. Oh, no. Okay. Don't get the canned G Fuel, Garvey. What I get is the tubs of like powder, the powder mix. You could see what the cost for getting one of those would be. Warlock, you have to have, as far as like Twitch's thing that they have, 100. That's what I said earlier. Goat Boy, welcome in. Also, sorry guys, let me shut the window real quick. Unless you want the lawn care ASMR. You might not even be able to hear it, honestly. I'm gonna start like dying in here now with no airflow, but that's okay. You got a brand new Office fan? Nice. Is it one of those bladeless ones? I keep seeing those all over Costco. $50 for the powder? That's quite expensive, although are you translating that to USD? Because usually what I pay for is anywhere from like 20 to 30 bucks or so. And usually they have like 30 to 40 servings per tub. What's up, Nick? Welcome in, man. It feels so illegal streaming during the day for me, man. Bells Isles, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. $10 to $15 of it is shipping to the UK. Worth. Yeah, $50 is a little steep, Garvit, but I feel like if you are like an avid energy drinker, you probably would save yourself money in the long run. I low-key just buy Pepsi. Pepsi will give me heartburn if I drink too much of it. Also, I just am not a huge Pepsi drinker. I'm big time on that water, though. That's free. You've tried energy drinks and they taste good. You just don't like drinking them. Energy drinks are very hit and miss to me. Like sometimes they don't give me anything. It just feels like I crash instantly. Where G Fuel, I feel like I actually just get the energy all the time. They're a lot more consistent. Like if I forget my shaker bottle or whatever, then I'll get an energy drink. Or if I just really want that bite of soda, which sometimes I do, then I'll go that route. But yeah, usually I favor G Fuel if I actually want energy and not just the taste of an energy drink. And then I'm not a coffee drinker. I can't stand the smell of coffee. My wife loves it, but I can't stand the smell, dude. You just take one scoop of pre-workout's some strong stuff too, Garvey. I personally am always too scared to try pre-workout, but I know some guys that are like always hopped up on it. The sketchy thing about pre-workout is like I've known too many people to take pre-workout and then they start like jittering, like shaking. I'm not about that. So I try and just stay away from it. They probably have too much, people that's happened to, but I am one of those guys. Thomas, you like your pre-workout? If you're big into fitness, it probably is really nice though, because it gives you a ludicrous amount of energy. I've had pre-workout like once in my life and I did not get jittery, but I didn't feel great afterwards either. You need some extra kick in the morning, Garvey? Just jump into an ice bath or something. Or is that for post-workout? I don't know. I'm not an ice bath guru. Yeah, I think hydration is and like making sure you're not starving when you have stuff like that is key. I do agree with you. I think an empty stomach is less than ideal. I don't know if it's correct to say this or not because I'm not a doctor, but it feels like if you have some food in your stomach, your body will digest and break down the drink a little more slowly. Whereas if you're on an empty stomach, it just everything hits. Colin, thank you for the follow. And I think that's what can make you like nauseous and just feel like garbage. I know that like most medications they want you to take with food because it like will get digested better, whatever that means, and like work more effectively. I don't know if that's why or not, because it's more of a prolonged digestion, or because since you're already digesting food, it also breaks up the medication better. I don't know. We'll join a new gym in 2 months. It has an ice bath. Oh, and a massage included? Dude, I wish I would. Man, I could go for a massage. Oh my gosh. Food helps him. Yeah, I think probably. There's definitely something to it. Warlock, I don't even think I've explored Act 6 on this account. Maybe I have. Yeah, go boy, they are. That's what we were telling him. There's a lot more like competition for G Fuel now, though. G Fuel used to kind of be the big dog. Now you can also get like gamer subs. That's pretty popular. That's probably the second most popular one, I think. But even then, there's just like energy drinks. There's a lot of companies that are starting to produce the energy powder kind of model like G Fuel does. Dude, I kind of want to rank up Dracula for the memes. I know he's not like crazy good, but I actually do like his play style. I think it's kind of fun. Oh yeah, Ghost. Yeah, they're also starting to put out a lot more powders and stuff. I've never had any Ghost though, but I will say I always look at it and I think their flavors look really good. Oh, you have a ranked up Drac, Goat Boy? Because I gotta say, I wasn't very impressed with the rank 1 when I tried him out. I mean, obviously he's going to be like any champion in his ideal matchup. He's going to do well. I just wonder outside of that, he felt kind of underwhelming. Excuse me. You have a rank 4? Dude, heck yeah. Big respect. No, he insta special 2'd. We would have killed him there. Dang. Oh, he's unblockable. Here's a dent for your wallet. That's okay. You'll recover. You'll recover. Hey, could we not parry me, Heimdall? Thanks, bud. Can we also not go unstoppable? Thanks. Dracula was a miss. Hopefully they buff him sometime. I wouldn't mind some sort of like numbers tweak to make him better outside of his optimal matchups. I feel like he kind of wants that Fury steal that he can get. What's up, Debo? Welcome in, man. Homie fins up. Yeah, buddy. I'm so excited for football to start up. Even though the Finns are just in a rebuild / tankier, I'm excited just to watch it. No, don't special 3 me. Don't kill me. Got him. Yeah, Reliver, go mix some up, man. If Go Boy, are you in the Discord or not? If you're in the Discord, you should send a screenshot of your roster, man. Just a shameless plug. If you want to join my Discord, by the way, I am live on YouTube, and in the video description over there, you can join our Discord. We just talk about all things MCOC and outside of MCOC occasionally. Good place to be. While you're at that, if you could go ahead and drop a like on the stream so we can go ahead and get the stream out to as many people as we possibly can, that would be stupendous. The stream will start in an hour 15 minutes. Well, an hour 12 technically, but there's always like the 10 minutes of stream starting soon, it feels like. So oh, Reliver is on it. Thank you, man. So yeah, about an hour and 15. Dedicated plumbing room. What, Elijah? Kratos, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Dedicated plumbing room in the Discord. Oh, like you want a chat room to just talk about plumbing? Is that what you're asking for? That would be kind of funny. We just have a trades a trades chat room. You know, honestly, I have had a surprising amount of plumbing things shared with me since I started streaming. There's no progress rate in this information. What can we do? Don't see any pinned messages. The Twitch drops are still the same, I believe, as like the entire last week. So if you already have them fully unlocked, yeah, you're not going to get any towards the new ones. Those ones go live in like right when Kabam goes live. Which I don't know exactly, because I don't know if we've ever really done one of these live. Or wait, no, I think we did a watch party, but it wasn't a bingo watch party. And I didn't pay attention. But I think you might still have to have Kabam's live stream open when they go live to get those exclusive live stream drops. I'm honestly not sure. I think you do, though. So you might just have to split screen it or pull the stream up on another device. I'm not sure. It might be like the CCP drops where you have to be watching a specific account to get progress for it. That's true, Elijah. Well, and yeah, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Oh, Spider Him. It's cool to be able to use you in Arena. You don't know if they could beat anyone besides the Jets? Warlock, I think like if the Finns win anything next year, it will be probably in division. Those games are always wild. Just because you're so familiar with one another. If there's any chance, I think you're right. The Jets is probably a good option. The Bills for some reason always, when they feel like they have the most easy game in the world, they play down to their opponent. So maybe there's a chance there. I don't know. Need one more. You can always pick it up, Travis, with units. Although there should be observance in this week's drops, so I wouldn't feel too rushed. The first appearance, I don't know if they already did, but I know they were going to extend it a week as well, since this last week didn't have observance, so I wouldn't be super rushed. Oh, you got free Apple Music? Nice, Reliver. Texans going 16-1. If Stroud can like remember how to play quarterback again, y'all will be in a good spot for sure. Man, you know it would be a fantastic announcement on stream if they changed relics to actually benefit Omega Red. That would be big time. Also, thanks, Reliver, for helping him out. You sent your roster and images? Okay, let me take a look. Also, welcome to the Discord, man. All right, here we go. We've got, are these your rank 5s? Rank 5 Maddie, Dr. Bong, Kitty Pride, Starkey, and Hulkling. Nothing super out of the ordinary there, I feel like. And then the rank 4s, I'm assuming. You got a Sassy. I like that. That's a good rank up. The Dracula is hardcore. No relic Dracula, too. He just has that much aura. I love the Mr. Knight rank up. I think Mr. Knight needs a little bit more respect on his name. You've got Rhino, you demon. Gosh dang it. And Zola. Dude, I hate fighting them so much. So much. How are you liking the rank 4 Blue Marvel? He's a champion I feel like I haven't really quite had the time to dive into. But I think that's pretty solid, man. Wellington ROL, thank you for the follow. Then down here we have some other pretty good rank ups. I like that you also like Apocalypse, by the way. People try to come in and say he's just like washed. I think he's still really good. Anyway, pretty solid roster, man. Like it. I like it a lot. The only thing you're missing is a rank 4 Falcon Joaquin Torres, but I'm willing to overlook that just this once. Oh, wow. Accidental perfect arena matchup. Let's go. I'm just going to eat a special 3, whatever. What are you going to do, Void? Kill me? What? AI's cracked. You have a 45 Ascension gem you got from the crystals. Do you have any plans on who you're going to use that for? If they rework Symbiote Spidey, that would be pretty peak. I agree, Reliver. He's, when we were talking like Stellar Forge or like minor buff candidates, he is definitely one I mentioned. He's kind of fun. I mean, you can do some fun things with him. You just have to get a nutty amount of armor breaks applied first. The first appearance, Maddie, he could just be really lucky. Yeah, I hope Tank Dell Warlock can make like a really good return to form this season. He was playing like a man possessed before he got injured. AG99, thank you for the follow. I have not seen the motion comic yet, no. But he wants you to use it on Wave. I think Wave is really cool. A champion I definitely still need to get better at using, though. Although I really like her kit. I don't think she's like super crazy OP or anything, but I think she's fun to play, which is kind of how I want my champions to be. It's a little hard for me getting used to the dashing in during the last hit of a special, though. They might show it on stream, yeah. He also says you're a meta rat. I don't think you're a meta rat. You have a lot of meta rank ups for sure, but I don't think a meta rat would have ranked up a few of the champs you have on there. Definitely Dracula. I mean, you could maybe make the argument that he's good on defense, but I wouldn't go that far. Thank you, honey. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I was talking to B-Mizzle. Giving the controller a try on PC, I love it, actually. I actually find it a lot easier to special intercept. Because you can hold block the entire time, so if you fail, you can just block. Really nice. Also, I don't know who followed while I was talking to my wife, but thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Controller is better than keyboard any day of the week. I feel like your inputs might be a lot more immediate on keyboard. So maybe if from like a competitive standpoint, it might be a little better. Unless you're playing with the buttons on controller, then it's the same. I use the analog sticks. Good luck, Elijah. Do you have recoils? You probably will if you do. Oh, I was hoping I'd fail the invisibility. Use two hands? See, another reason I don't use keyboard too is like I have a finger that's missing a tendon, so I can't bend it, and it makes my wrist get really tired if I have to type for long periods of time or anything like that. So I just use a controller. Yeah, relive or never feel like it's bad to rank up champs you enjoy, man. Good thing me and my wife climbed the Empire State Building. Wait, when did we do that? I probably fell, so I have amnesia. Oh, you've got that Express Arena. Okay. So you're a cheater then. Just kidding. You probably will catch me. I am pretty quick on the menuing, though. Yo, these Heimdalls, though, are getting pretty annoying to fight. Can't you just give me, like, Drax, Rocket Raccoon? I don't even care that you're unstoppable. How did I lose a tendon? Okay, yeah, so here's the lore. I was playing flag football. Not soccer, like American football. I have to clarify. In school, I don't even remember which grade it was anymore. But a guy had tucked his flag. If you don't know what flag football is, basically there's like a dangly ribbon you clip around your waist. So instead of getting tackled to be down, you just have to pull that ribbon off of somebody and then they're down. If you know anything about how football works. Anyway, that ribbon was tucked inside a guy's pocket. I went to go grab it, and the finger that is messed up, which is this one, like I can't bend that at all. I mean, I can do that, but I can't bend it on its own. Anyway, it must have got caught in the pocket or something and pulled it just right to where it snapped that tendon. And for the longest time, I thought it was just a jammed finger because the injury, like, symptoms were basically the same. Like, it got swollen and it hurt like a mother for a while. So I just thought nothing of it and I thought it would be fine. And then like a week went by and it was still kind of that way. And I was like, okay, well, probably not a jam finger. And by the time I got in to see like a hand specialist is what she was, it was already too late. Like, I guess you have to catch something like that pretty early if you want to retain normal use of your tendon, because what your body starts to do is after it snaps, it goes down here because it's under a lot of tension, and your body starts to dissolve the tendon and get rid of it. So by the time I had gotten it checked out, if they were to have reattached it, it would have permanently been like bent. So it was just not worth. So yeah, I have to bring it down with my other fingers now. Elenom, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Am I the one from YouTube? I am the one from YouTube, yeah. I know, Goat Boy. Use a dirty flag pocket tucker. But it's okay. I will say it is like shocking how much you use that finger and that joint in particular. I had no idea. It's definitely a very much like you don't know what you got till it's gone. So yeah, that's my sob story. I keep hoping we'll make like crazy advancements in like some genetic engineering and like stem cell stuff. And one day I'll be able to get just a brand new tendon, but I don't know. I doubt it. No way, the clutch. That's crazy. Oh well. Chris U. Heimdall. I'm always super terrified of cutting my finger when I'm like cutting pipe at work. Kushala or Bastion to rank 5? If it were me, I would pick Bastion. I think Kushala is an equally great pick, though. I would say whichever class is the weakest for you, or whichever champion you really like using more than the other one. Because, yeah, I don't know that there's like a clear winner. Bastion can probably do more fights total, but I don't know that it's like the widest gap in the world. For endgame content, who will be best? Endgame content, so like Everest kind of content, or are you talking like 9.4 or like just story mode stuff? If you're talking like Everest and stuff, I'd say probably Kushala. She'd be better in marathon content over Bastion. Abyss or Epoch? Yeah, I'd say probably Kushala then. Not to say you couldn't use Bastion in that content, but I would go Kushala if that's the case. I just think the ability to have DOT helps a lot in bigger health pools like that. If your focus was more like core and questing, I would go Bastion. Kushala is offense only. I mean, so is Bastion. Like, to me, in my mind, they're on very similar footing. Yeah, anytime. Bastion, I've never had trouble with, like, once I got the Bastion SB1 down, like, I feel like he's super easy. That's actually surprising, Nick, that you took her out. But there are a lot of good mystics in the game. That is true. Do I have any rank 5 7 stars? I do. Yeah, I have a Mole Man, a Yondu, a Count Nefaria, and Venom. I love all of them. I don't know who my next rank 5 will be. Yo, what's up, Egg? You're excited for new story content? Me too, man. We were kind of talking about it last night when we were making the bingo. There were doubters. Some people didn't think we'd get new story. 2026 RY, thank you for the follow. I'm excited. Story's my favorite stuff, man. I wish it lasted longer. I feel like 9.4 was just over in the blink of an eye. So I hope 10.1 is super duper spicy. Go play. It's the perfect time for Falcon Joaquin Torres, man. I'm just saying. You had your dinner? Dude, that's crazy. I'm eating breakfast right now. Time differences, man. They be wild. Yeah. 9.4 is kind of a walk in the park, huh? Hopefully 10.1 is like tuned for collectives too. Otherwise it'll be way too easy. Four 7-star mutant gems. Maybe it's the mutant class that you need to start investing in then. I would prefer 10-1, I think, just so it doesn't get confusing for story. You're not investing in Namor? Why not? I've been saying for a while it would be cool to have like a mode where you can redo every single story quest that already exists, except the champions are just like really amped. So you can relive all the same fights, but they have way bigger health pools, bigger attack values. Make it like a challenge mode. I always thought that would be fun. I mean, they have to do a new 10-1. We have to know what happens next in the story. I feel like September is too long to wait, though. That being said, story content does release like at turtle pace in this game. If it were up to me, dude, we'd get new story content every week. I love that stuff. Act 9 Crucible would be cool. I'd be down for that. All right. Back to gameplay now that I absolutely annihilated that McDonald's. Yeah, maybe when GTA 6 releases, they'll just radio silent for a month. And that game is gonna make so much money for Rockstar. The amount of money they've already made just from like pre-release is crazy to me. especially since you're not even buying a physical disc. Oof. Nick, I bet you'd be a lot better this time around, though. Like, higher ranked champions. I think half of that fight is just understanding the gimmick. Ooh, also, Dormammu buff, please. When? Kabam, please. Do a villain buff event. That would be cool. You could buff Dormammu. And you could buff Abomination. That'd be sweet. There's probably some other villains you could buff. You could buff Doc Ock as well. That would actually be a good event theme, I feel like. Of like villainry month. I don't even remember playing Crazy Taxi. I remember watching the Cash Cab TV show, though. One of the true goats of television. Also, in case you're just getting here and you are wondering when the live stream actually starts, that would be in 45 minutes. So sit tight and we will be watching Kabam's live stream very, very shortly. In the meantime, if you want to kick back, relax, subscribe to the channel, follow, that would be awesome. More the merrier. Old TV was just the best, I think. Is there even such a thing as current day TV, or is it just like Netflix and like streaming? Genuinely, is there, like, other than like Survivor airing once a week, is there really anything else? I feel like all of the anticipated TV shows are just released straight into streaming now. You pretty much only watch television if you want to watch the news. Heck, even game shows, like there's the Game Show Network, like there's just dedicated places for those now. Streaming kind of cooked the industry. Video killed the radio star style. Dude, I'm so excited for bingo. I say I might switch over to the 7-star arena soon. TV was peak, man. It really was. It was particularly peak if you had cable television, unlike me, who was a poor person. No shame, though. Local TV was where it was at. I did miss out on Cartoon Network, but that's okay. I would watch that when we'd go out of town and stay in hotels. Or I'd go over to my my friends' houses. Dude, Cartoon Network was the GOAT. Like Ed, Ed, and Eddie. That was a banger. Ben 10. Yeah, Ben 10. S tier. Power Rangers I never got into, actually. I was never a big Power Rangers guy. And then there's like Kids WB, I think is what it was called, where they had like a lot of the cartoons like I think they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on there, Teen Titans, stuff like that. I don't know if that's even still around. Probably not. Static Shock, which was my favorite all-time thing to watch growing up. I just thought he was the coolest superhero ever. I still do think he's definitely like top 10 for me. Static Shock is just freaking cool. Just riding around on his little like electric disc thing. Like a baller. Rocket Power? That doesn't bring anything to memory. I'd have to see it. Some shows back in the day, I don't remember what they were actually called. Cat Dog? Oh, that's a Cartoon Networker. I don't know if I'd ever actually watch Cat Dog. Again, my Cartoon Network is very limited because we didn't have it. Back. What have you done with Reliver back? Hopefully he's still okay. That was the worst joke ever. Welcome back, Reliver. Oh, man. You guys have no idea. This is like peak form Bedazzle right now. Since I'm not like coming off the heels of a 10+ hour shift at work. We are fresh to death. Codename Kid Next Door. Yes, dude. That show is awesome. That was one I would always try and really watch whenever I did have access to Cartoon Network. Or Dexter's Laboratory. Watched a pretty good amount of that. Didi, get out of my laboratory. Courage. I've seen a couple episodes of Courage. I'm convinced whoever wrote Courage the Cowardly Dog was on some drugs, though, because there's some weird stuff in that show. Or like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, I think was one. That was a solid watch. You could probably find most of these on YouTube since they're so old. They probably just don't care about copyright for those. Like there's the other day, my wife and I, we were watching like, it was a 30-minute long video of just advertisements from back in the day. Super Shock PA, thank you for the follow. And it was, we just like couldn't stop watching it, man. Jimmy Neutron? Oh, always. I watched the movie on repeat. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Where their parents all get abducted by aliens. I can recite a lot of that movie. Although it has been a while. Hey, me too, Zemo. Welcome in, man. Well, they will be live in around 30 minutes. Actually live, probably longer though, because they have their like waiting screen. Jimmy Neutron when pants attack is the best. That's true. That's true. I mean, name a better plot line than sentient pants. I mean, can you get better? I don't think so. There's some good ones. Like, I think the main movie gets the most attention, but there's some really good, like, shorter movies, I guess, for Jimmy Neutron that are just total bangers. Yeah, I'm not super in a rush to switch over to the live stream as soon as it starts. I think that music they use in that little waiting screen is copyrighted too. Because usually when I do like my VOD watch parties, when I can't watch it live, I'll get copyright claimed. And I have to mute that portion of the video. Kabam does it despite me, I swear. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't feel like it would be. Nothing else that I've ever noticed has ever been copyright. It's not copyright in the sense that like Kabam filed it against my channel or anything. It's not like those what YouTube would consider a strike. It's just like, oh, hey, this is copyrighted material. You can either mute it or just delete audio for this portion. It usually doesn't matter. It's just the waiting portion, so... Raj, thank you for the follow. Did I spend some units on the ham sale? Technically, yes, but also no. I bought the like door crasher. I don't remember what they were called. Those like temporary deals that expired already. I bought those. But I haven't invested anything else into it. I've been tempted though. I have definitely been tempted. Any plans for the holiday weekend? I do, yeah. It's there's a family birthday party for one of my relatives that I'll be going to, and then after that we'll be watching some fireworks. Outside of that though, nothing really too spicy. Just hanging out, chilling with some family. Pretty much what I do most weekends, honestly. I feel like very rarely do I have a weekend where it's just my wife and I, and we're just hanging out. Where there seems to just, between both of our families, there's like always something going on. It's like a family get together, a birthday party, a camping or something like that. It's crazy, man. That's why I don't usually have the chance to live stream on the weekends. Just too much stuff. That's a good thing though. I mean, I love you guys and it's fun spending time with you and streaming, and I enjoy that. Family always will trump everything for me though. Except for that one time. I'm drinking out of theme park cup. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I gotta rep the USA, man. Check it out. We got, it even lights up. Isn't that fancy? Yesterday, I was drinking out of a pineapple and nobody said a word. A word. Nobody said anything. I was shocked, but you mentioned the tall the tall cup. I don't get it. And I thought for sure someone would say something, but it was just crickets. It was wild. You missed the stream? That's okay. Well, if you want to go see a gigantic pineapple water bottle, now you know where to find one. Yo, why am I getting Captain Britain's in arena right now? Because this is not enjoyable. Yep, RIP Penny. Dude, we're gonna lose this streak now. Was it a real pineapple? No, It wasn't. It was plastic. Where's Samir? I'm not sure. Doing Samir things, probably. Never seen Dizzle with the morning dew in his pores. What is that even supposed to mean, sheep? But yeah, I don't really do early live streams like this, so it is fun though. I'm surprised a lot of you guys have shown up. Actually, I'm very, very pleased with that. Just a quick reminder too, guys, there won't be a live stream tonight because we're streaming so much during the day. So we've already been live for almost 2 hours, and then we have Kabam's live stream, which presumably should be around an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm grinding with rank 1 champs? Oh, am I down to the non-maxed out champs now? I didn't even realize. You didn't have to work today? Me neither. That's how I was able to make this stream. I need to, like, I don't know if they'd give it to me, but I need to try and get a hold of some sort of calendar on when Kabam live streams are. And then maybe request those days off work. Also, I think we're dead, actually. This guy's running recoils. And I just cannot kill Serpent with this Kindred. I think we're cooked. I think we are thoroughly baked. It's okay, though. I mean, if we're to the point where we're not using maxed out 4-stars anymore, we should be in the 7-star arena. Thank you for the follow, whoever that just was. Oh, we clutched it. I thought we were smoked. The next drop should begin, in about 30 to 45 minutes. Somewhere in that buffer time. Yeah, I was actually kind of mad. I'm going to move over arenas now, though. That might be the most I've grinded the 4-star arena in one go in a very long time. This guy's using 5 stars. Let's go. Power to bones 385. But the units are really good, Goat Boy. You kind of get to the point of diminishing returns, though, I think, where the milestones get really far apart. But yeah, if you finish that arena, you're getting a lot of units every week. You had 2 million? Dang, yeah, you beat me very quick, Elijah. Or you caught up. But unbeknownst to me, I was starting to run out of champions with that were ranked up. But we're out of there now. I think this is my first time I've actually ever used one of these really tall bottles. They don't hold much. Yeah, I guess that's true. You do get a lot of battle chips. That is a very good point. Don't throw it. Thank you. Yeah, we were raising. Yeah, you can't stop the type. Or yeah, also, yeah, you don't want to help your enemy. Very, very tactical. I think in like 10-15 minutes or so, we'll probably halt on the arena and just try and set the stream up. Because we got to get the chat open. We got to get Microsoft Paint open. Get everything ready. I thought about trying to get it open before stream, but I was worried that would like crash my computer. So I tried to do everything at once. And then just leave it open. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give people a chance, like a halftime break. They'll get some snacks. I'll probably go to the bathroom, stuff like that. Got to get our game face on, chat. Yo, good morning, Rebel. Probably one of the only times I've actually ever heard that in one of my live streams, since I'm always so late in the day. And it actually would work, and it's not somebody just saying good morning from a different country. Kind of throws me off. That's such a cool special 3, by the way. $10 p.m. It's about 10:40 for me. I'm getting close. Getting close. Close to the big 11. The amount of people that aren't working, I think it's cool, man. I mean, most people don't get, like, it's not even the holiday. The holiday is tomorrow. It's cool if like your employment gives you the Friday off. Because I mean, like, look, the odds are like tons of people are going to want either the Friday or the Monday off anyways. So you might as well just give it to people. Especially if normally you would have given them the 4th off, but since the weekend, you're like, I don't have to give you a day off now. I'm all for it. Maybe, Wolverine, maybe. Or I could be fibbing about the time. You never know. Don't you see the bags under my eyes? Crazy late for me. Just promise me this, Wolverine. When you figure out my social security number, you won't leak it to the press, okay? Or the Discord, or the chat. It is a working day for Kabam, that's true. Because they're Canadian. They had Canada Day off, I'm pretty sure. I don't have a fibber vibe. Oh, I fibber. Trust me. I literally, you can't even trust a word that comes out of my mouth. I'm almost always fibbing. I'm a Finns fan. I can only be in one place. See, that is true. I think that is kind of like, that is a hard thing to try and explain. The fact that I'm a Dolphins fan makes it quite tricky. Or does it? Am I a Dolphins fan? Maybe I just think the logo looks cool. We'll never know. Magic is fun to play. I think Magic actually is. Do I understand exactly how she works? Not really, but I do think she feels good animation wise. I was using magic. What was I using her for? There was some bit of content recently I had used magic in, and she did okay. I don't remember what it was anymore. Maybe it was like a saga thing. I don't remember. Wolverine, you just look down at your phone and it's like B Dizzle wants to share his location with you. Dude, Canada does get a lot of days off, I've noticed. The work first mentality in America, I will admit, I'm not a huge fan of. Work is considered like way too serious. Like it's important. I just think it's too much of, it's too grindy compared to other countries, man. If that makes sense. Being a Dolphins fan and not being from Florida is a sign of mental illness. That's true, Elijah. That's true. But I told you guys the lore behind the Dolphins fandom. I think that kind of makes it like I'm not landlocked to Florida. I could be anywhere because I only decided to cheer for the team because they were like doing awful that year and I wanted to reverse bandwagon. So that qualifier, it's not because necessarily I live there, although I could. The US is a bunch of sweats, yeah. Just wait, I'm sure that'll change at some point. You pick the Texans because of their potential. I feel like the Texans are just a good team to root for. Like no one hates the Texans, I feel like. They're pretty solid. That's every year. Well, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that I reverse bandwagon. Hey, they made the playoffs one year, okay? A long time ago. No, actually it wasn't that long, but they haven't won a playoff game in a very, very long time. I don't think I've even seen them win a playoff game, actually. Because I think that was before I even really watched football. I know they have the longest active playoff win drought in the NFL now. It did get the 70-20, but that should have been the record too. It ticks me off that they didn't kick the field goal. It was so free. It was right there. And they were like, no, you just don't do that. That's just not what you do. You just, you know, kneel it or whatever. It's like, no, you already put up 70. Get the record so at least it means something. That you already destroyed the morale of the Denver Broncos. Okay, like let's just put the cherry on top. So at least when they look back and tell their grandchildren that they got generationally slammed by the Miami Dolphins, that at least it was the record for the most points scored in a game. Like, come on, man. Oh, that actually angered me. As hype as the game was, by the way, I think I had Raheem Mostert fantasy that year, and that was filthy. Anyway, yeah, like, just do it. Just get the record. Like, it was so stupid. It was so stupid. But whatever. Oh, it would have tied the record. Yeah. I mean, you still technically possess the record if it's tied, but yeah. Honestly, they probably could have just Hail Married and got a touchdown the way the defense was playing for Denver. Throw Achan in, everything was free. That game was so awesome to watch. I have never been to a Super Bowl today, no. That would be really, really fun, though. Ooh, you were raised as a Raiders fan? Elijah, would you still consider yourself a Raiders fan? I feel like a lot of times your childhood team just kind of sticks. For a lot of people. Sometimes it's almost like a religion, man. Like you just kind of stay how you're raised. The only football. That's right. Bald eagle sounds in the distance. No, it would be so cool to go to a Super Bowl. Maybe if the Dolphins ever do make the Super Bowl in my life, I'll just dip into my retirement and be like, you know what? I'm going. You have 2 daughters? You don't watch sports anymore? You're not trying to indoctrinate them, Elijah? What the heck, man? The Colts. That, to be fair, Goat Boy, though, they kind of did get, like, unfortunate. Like, the universe just decided to hate them for a little bit. It was to no fault of their own. It was just a bad luck bug, really. Yeah, it's possible. We're like, it can happen. It can happen. It won't happen, but it can happen. I just love football too much. I love Arcus's little like old school boxing animation where he's just like doing this. Feels like a really old school arcade fighting game. I think I like using my 7 stars a lot more than the 4 stars. Dude, Andrew Luck set the Colts franchise back so much, though, with his decision to retire. That was ridiculous. I mean, good for him. I think a lot of football players maybe play a little too long and they might live to regret it as far as like brain damage and just permanent injury and stuff. So I get it. But like, man, he was pretty good. Andrew Luck was pretty good. And he was looking like he was going to be the future for the Colts for quite a while. And then he's like, actually, you know, I'm going to dip. Deuces. You always played sports? That's how I am with some sports. I'd much rather play than watch. Like golf is a good example. Golf, even though I'm really bad, it's fun as heck to play, man. Just watching it is not for me. Baseball too, for the most part. Occasionally though, like if you get a really close game and both teams are just crushing the ball, I do enjoy watching it. I will say though, a majority of the time, I would much rather be playing baseball. They wouldn't give him an O-line. Yeah, that's like, I fear might be the Joey B. The Joe Burrow route, man. The Bengals just refuse to protect that, man. Peyote 979, thank you for the follow. Chef Dizzle, you know me. We are cooking. Bro's probably a Marlins. I actually don't have a favorite baseball team. You're back with G Fuel. Yeah, dude. I'm all out. I am supremely G fueled right now. At least we got to see Rivers about yeah. Dude, the Phillip Rivers comeback was such an insane story. I wanted him to keep playing, man. And I wanted him to just win and be so insane, so bad. He did better than anyone in his spot should have done, though. Finally got your Twitch drops. Nice. Yeah, I figured when you introed with Chef B Dizzle, I was like, oh, that's Hikuri. Oh, welcome back. Oh my gosh, it is, Elijah, it is. This will probably be our last arena match. Dang, Venom not messing around. 2 hits. 2-second fight. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom real quick, and then we'll get the bingo and all the stream set up. Sit tight, guys. Go get a snack. Go get a beverage. Go pop some popcorn. You got plenty of time. Just make sure you want to listen, but in between pops, if it's longer than like 3 seconds, then your popcorn's probably done. You don't want to burn it, okay? Or you can just press the popcorn button and hope your microwave nails it first try. All right, I'll be right back. All right, get some fresh air back. Now that the lawn is done getting mowed. Might have to switch to YouTube so the Kabam special drops. Yeah, I would recommend probably have the Kabam live stream up on Twitch on another device, and then you can just watch and use the audio probably from our live stream. That would be probably what is best. Think you mean more than 3 seconds? I don't remember exactly what the package says. I usually whirly pop or make it on the stove. I used to be a big microwave popcorner. And if I'm like traveling, I'll do that still. It's 5 seconds? Okay. 5 seconds is a good one. Also, I do think like the Orville Redenbacher's is the best microwave popcorn. Like, I know their like claim is that there's less kernels, like everything pops or whatever. In my experience, that's actually been accurate. I like me some Orville Redenbacher's. It's that good. Okay. The screen is going to go dark in a second, you guys, just while we set everything up. So do not fret, okay? So I don't want you guys to see all my illegal things, okay? That I have. I definitely have tons of illegal things. Gotta get that pulled up. We gotta add this. We gotta go there. Gotta make that. Okay, and then we gotta do... What should we use? For last time we used a shark. Maybe this time we use a bald eagle. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. That will be our marker for today. And then for tallies, we can use not a bullet. We'll use the pickle. We'll use that. That'll be a good way to count drops, I think. Make that small. That's actually really funny. I like that. Copy, paste. No. Backspace. Okay, so there's that set up and ready to go. And then we need to pull up the actual live stream. You get radiance for winning wars now. I didn't think they would do that in off season as well, Wolverine. I'm actually kind of glad they did, though. It feels like you have a reason to play off season. But you're not like overly punished if you don't. That is a lot of radiance to not get, though, if you don't play. Okay, there's their live stream. We'll close chat. It'll be live in 2.5 minutes. We go over there. Then we go there. We go over here. We do this. We do that. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we have Cruddy Mike taking a sip here. We can just move that as he takes sips. And then we're going to use for our marker, we're going to use the eagle today. And then for our drops counter, we have pickles. I think that's perfect. What are we thinking, chat? How much am I getting down in gold? I still have like 55 mil or something like that. I have quite a bit. Also, I need to... Where is my webcam? Because I will not show here. Where even is my... What? Do I not have my webcam on my... No, it's got to be somewhere. Do I really not? What? I'm going to mute it. I don't want to get the copyright police after me. They are live now, by the way. Which means you should be able to get those Twitch drops on their channel. I'm assuming they're live on Twitch now. Maybe. They're live on YouTube. I think they're still a little delayed on Twitch, maybe. Screen maxing? Yes, we could. I mean, I could keep my cam off, honestly. Hold on, I need to... Let me peek over here for just a second. I don't even know where my webcam is. Is it in here? No. Where do I keep my webcam in OBS? What the heck? I'll just never know. I genuinely don't know where it is. Whatever. It's fine. You need me on the screen like Subway Surfers? Yeah, I'll try and figure it out. I really just don't know where it is. I did answer your question, Zemo. You just weren't listening. Dude, I am actually blind, chat. I can't even find where I normally keep my webcam. I live in a van down by the river too, Mark. That's the only place you can afford in this economy. Even then, I'm behind on my payments. Is it this? Hey, there I am. We're back, chat. We're back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know why my webcam is in that spot, but whatever, man. We roll with it. Yeah, I know, Zemo. The thing is, it was like off screen. It was like teleported to the abyss somewhere. So even if I was over the source that it was, I should probably label those a little better. I didn't know which one it was yet. Wolverine, you raise a very good point, actually. That's a very good point. Also, Kabam is officially live on Twitch now if you guys need to farm the drops over there. And then you should be able to enter their giveaway already by now, I would imagine, as well. Which... But they'll plug that, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm just going to pull the stream up on my phone so I don't have to eat bandwidth for my computer or anything like that. Okay. You can't? Is it not live yet? Usually the web page is always live, and it usually goes live when Kabam does. If your drops glitch out, am I all right to watch you on YouTube instead of Twitch? Yeah, no worries. That's fine. Just make sure you get those drops, man. You're not going to get drops on YouTube. What if I did a stream top-down view, kind of like a Metal Gear Solid? Like I put the webcam on the ceiling? I don't know if my webcam cord can even reach, actually. Hold on. We want 1080. What are we doing? I actually don't think it would reach. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, go ahead and drop a nice thumbs up so we can spread this far and wide. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. We stream this game every single day, and we have ourselves a good time. Although we don't stream the weekends. Big time disclaimer. But yeah, if this is your first time here, we are doing our Kabam bingo sheet, where we just watch the live stream. We give our thoughts and opinions on it. Have a fun time. And we made this bingo sheet to make the streams more engaging for us. And basically, we have things in these squares. If they happen, just like regular bingo, we get to fill the square up. Quick recap. So we have the stream goes over an hour, 35 minutes. KM, that stands for Karate Mike. If he takes a sip from his mug 3 times, if there's an awkward pause of some sort, if they mention soccer or the World Cup, if Vincent appears, and if he just makes a comment and you hear him, that also counts. If there are over 3 Kabammers interviewed, now a Kabammer is like anyone that works for Kabam. In the champion demo, if they lose 20% or more of their health bar, if they reply to a chat message 3 times or more, that would also count. If Dorky Dave appears, if there is a technical difficulty, if there is a store buff of some kind, if they say the art team doesn't miss or never misses, something like that. If there's a wide angle camera, if they mention Twitch drops 15 times, and I will need help keeping track of that. Story content reward buff. Yeah, this stuff. Let me know if that is too quiet or if that's good for you guys. Yeah, I think we are like slightly behind. That's okay though. My guy throwing up the hang loose. I'm excited. Be nice. Everybody be nice. I did chop off the M column a little bit. With the Karate Mike images. Ah! There's the soccer mention. There it is. And he said soccer. Count it. Oh, wait, what am I doing? That's the wrong thing. We have to put the eagle there. Oh, there it is. Nah, I'm putting Karate Mike on my soccer fantasy team. He has a different mug. Oh, sorry.
Much today.
There you go.
Right, I want to talk about it, talk about what's going on, move on with the stream.
Also,
right?
did he just take a sip? I was distracted. Also, thanks for the follow.
For this stream for today, just kind of like address what's happening and then move on to what's happening.
See, I told you they would talk about stuff.
So listen, I mean, as you guys know, I spend so much time reading all the feedback on the forums, on Discord, watching YouTube videos, watching the Twitch streams, reading through the chats, reading through the comments. I completely understand there's a lot of frustration around this event. I could tell you this right now, that even on the game team, the marketing side, all across MCOC, all across the community, myself as well, I don't think this event launched the way that we wanted it to launch. I don't think anybody is entirely thrilled with the first week or so of the Spider-Ham event. Now, listen, I'm not going to sit up here and I'm not going to say, hey, we hear you. This isn't going to happen again. Things are going to be perfect going forward. I'm not going to do that, right? I don't think that anybody really wants to hear that.
Yeah, I think we've heard that a lot
accomplishes anything. I know I've said it before, not to be a hypocrite, right? But I don't think that's what anybody wants to hear right now. I'm not trying to make anybody feel better. I just want to acknowledge the fact that, you know, what is going on with the sale is not being ignored. You know, I have given all the information that I have right now. You know, I know there's a lot of frustrations, and as new information comes in, I'll be giving everything that I have for you guys. You know, I have a very interesting job at the end of the day, where I work very closely with a lot of members on the team. It's a fantastic job. I get to sit here with you guys once a month, sometimes more than once a month, talk about what's coming to MCOC in the following month, even in the future. I'll give you teases on champions, announce new kinds of stuff, have a lot of fun. It's fantastic. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But then, on the other side of the coin, I also have to be the person to come to you guys, whether it's through text form, through announcements, or
I would not
sometimes
want that
on the stream as well. And I also have to give you the bad news.
Dude, if I were Kabam, I would make up a person that doesn't even exist to always deliver the bad news.
And you guys know me for a very, very long time. I've been here, and I've never been one to really shy away from the tough conversations. I've never been one to skirt around the apologies when the apologies are necessary. And again, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to say, I'm sorry. Nothing bad is ever going to happen again, right? Because sometimes bad things do happen. Sometimes unfortunate things happen, and sometimes they happen at the worst times.
Well, that's because it's hard to target the good news.
We're doing what we can to try to correct everything.
We were talking about yesterday. Bad news is just too viral.
What
too easy to focus on.
Is that we know why certain things happened, and we're going to be taking steps to make sure those things don't happen again in the future.
He didn't say that, Wolverine.
But I'm not going to sit here and promise perfection, because I'd prefer to show it, right? So there's a lot of days ahead. There's a lot of days for that perfection or near perfection if you don't believe anything is perfect. And it's kind of our job to show you that. So that's what we plan to do.
Well, I wish you luck.
We plan to just show you
Michael.
the turnaround there. So, you know, again, it's an unfortunate situation. Issues aside,
oh, guys.
I really believe this is one of the most well put together events. You know,
I do. I said
days
that
in particular.
I think the sizzling sale is really good.
There was value at every level of every bundle, deal whether it's on web store, in-game, milestone, flash offers.
Whoa, questions. Tag at Kabam in the chat.
I think the game team did such an absolutely phenomenal job putting this event together. And at the end of the day, it's really unfortunate that so much of that success is being overshadowed by a bunch of issues across the contest.
That's a bummer.
So, you know, we understand the frustrations. We're frustrated too. If there is any more information, you'll be the first ones to know, and I'll be right there taking you guys with me every step of the way.
It's like winning the lottery, but the same day your house catches fire.
Right away, you know, again,
it's like there's a lot to celebrate, but then also
conversation. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable to come up here and do that. I got to say that. It's not something that I love to do, but it's something that I think is important to do. I think it's very important to,
I do think it's cool that Kabam, I've said this before, that they're at least willing to recognize and talk about when they make a mistake. So a lot of AAA gaming companies just
there are many days ahead.
Don't give a crap.
There's a new build coming to Marvel Contest of Champions just next month with a new saga, new champions, new events, and many other things. And we're going to talk about all of those things today because that's why we're here. We don't have 30,000 people in the chat to sit here just to hear me yap about stuff that's going on right now or stuff that happened last week.
Yap all you want.
We want to talk about Black Tarantula. We want to talk about Hobgoblin and other content coming to the game, right? We want to talk about those Twitch drops that are live right now.
There's a drops counter.
New Saga Twitch drops are starting, but we can't claim those Twitch drops without knowing what the Saga is. Because you definitely don't know what the Saga is because the name hasn't been anywhere yet, right?
So we
definitely haven't been teasing that one
out. We need to get 15.
But listen, with all that being said, seriously, I wanted to just really sit here and just talk about this. And then for at least this stream, I want to move on to next month and start getting excited about what's to come. So that one more announcement again, Finn. Be nice. I'm going to be nice to you. You're going to be nice to me. We're going to have a very fun time together. It's going to be a great stream. We have a lot of fun content to talk about. We have a new first-time guest here to the MCOC official stream that I'm very, very excited to bring on. Not right now, but in a little bit. Let's start getting into the show today, my friends, for the July 3rd live stream. The Pump It Up Saga. It is done. It is over. It is not coming back, at least for the foreseeable future. Just like the June events, which are coming to a conclusion. It is the last call for Spider-Ham's Barbecue. We're packing up shop on that one in just a couple of days.
Hey, somebody did predict the Brian Grant appearance yesterday.
Right? So you got until Monday for that one.
We were going over the bingo sheet.
All class towers are now live in the game. All right, all 6 class towers are now live, and that leaderboard is going crazy right now. If you haven't heard last time, we will be at the Marvel Games Lounge by San Diego Comic-Con at the end of July. We'll talk about that in just a bit as well. And we're going to show off that new Saga motion comic at the end of the stream if you have not seen that yet, because it did premiere somewhere else yesterday.
You're done with towers? That's okay, Warlock.
But before we talk about San Diego Comic-Con, I just want to make sure everybody has their Twitch drops going. I just want to make sure my Twitch drops are working here. We're good? We're good? Yeah, okay, all right. So Twitch drops, man, there is so much value in these Twitch drops right now. This is the second Saga month that we have. That we've had these new Twitch drops for, and these rewards are stronger than they were for the previous Saga months. That's kind of how it's built out. The Saga month has better rewards than the standard month, which is obviously to celebrate the new Saga, right? That's pretty exciting stuff. So make sure your Twitch drops are linked up. If you do not have your account linked up, you have to go into your settings. You have to link it up manually. Look at that nice fade by
You were absolutely right,
That was
Spidey.
Beautiful, dude, right? Make sure you connect it. Make sure you're all linked up because you do not want to miss out on these rewards, including that exclusive 7-star Thor Ragnarok, my friends, who I have at rank 5, who is a lot of fun, I will say that. And of course, make sure you enter our giveaway as well at playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway. We have over 30,000 people in the chat right now. I want to see over 30,000 names in that prize pool for this giveaway by the end of the stream, because somebody has to win. Why not you? You could win either Hobgoblin or Black Tarantula, so make sure you enter. It takes 2 seconds to do so. And if you're new to the contest, if you're new to Marvel Contest of Champions, if you just found this stream at the front of Twitch and you're saying, hey, who's this crazy guy in this maroon jacket that he apparently never takes off, yapping about all this stuff?
He's so self-aware.
I kind of want to play this game. Is
he
there
never
any
takes the jacket
gameplay in this
off.
game, or is it just a talking stream? What's going on? Well, if you want to play, all you have to do is scan this QR code right over here. Look at that again, that fantastic transition by Vincent over there. Scan that QR code, download the game, have some fun with us, play along. Towers are live for everybody. So if you download the game and download it for the first time, you can start playing Towers, get into story quests, do the event quest, do all the
Towers looks like on a day
start
one
building out your
account.
roster. It's a fantastic game with a ton of fun. Now, all that being said, let's talk a little bit about San Diego Comic-Con here. So starting on July 22nd with the preview
we have 9
going
Twitch
into
drops
July
mentions.
23rd through July
We
26th,
may hit 15.
we're going to be at the Marvel Games Lounge at the Marriott next to the San Diego Comic-Con. There's going to be a few Marvel games there set up. It's going to be a fun little time. It's not going to be a massive booth like we used to have at New York Comic-Con. I want to make sure expectations are set for that. That being said, the event is free to attend. So if you are in the area, if you are visiting San Diego Comic-Con for other reasons, stop in and say hi. I'm going to be there all 4 days.
I've never been to a con,
with some
but
other people as well.
I think Comic-Con would be really fun to go to at some
other
point.
People who play the game. It's going to be a great time. We always have fun at our live events. There's going to be some prizes to win. There's going to be some event towers to play. Spin that wheel,
event
get
towers.
some prizes in game, and the fastest times each day will compete at the end of the day for some larger prizes as well. So it's not going to be as big of a contest as we've had in the past, but we are going to be doing a little something each day with the biggest prizes on Saturday.
Also, I will say the Twitch chat is reacting in a very
if you come, let's get full screen for this one.
manner.
If you come each day, you can get one of these pins per each day, designed by our very own Kabam Vincent, which is fantastic. We'll talk about that a little bit later because he did agree to come onto the stream today to talk about things, and this is one thing to talk about. So that's really
I'm not going to answer
an
that
exclusive
sheet.
profile picture for stopping in. 4 beautiful
I tried to
pins
attend
that
that con in the past,
on your coat,
and
on your shirt.
I got banned.
You can put it on your pants, but I don't know if I'd recommend that one. You can put them on your Crocs. That might work, actually. Lots of places you can put a pin. Backpack. That's a good place for a pin. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
I was under the weather when I went
right next to
with
it. Keep
Ligma,
an eye on
and
our
I gave it to everybody so they had to cancel it.
Because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on there, and for more information too. As we get closer to the date, going to start working on that very, very soon. All right, my friends. So talking about the actual game now, the Pump It Up Saga was here for a couple of months. It was a very nice saga. I really did enjoy this one. I enjoyed all the content here. I think that the side quests were fantastic. The adaptive event quest was really turned around during this saga as well. I think that there was a lot of fantastic things in this one. I enjoyed the saga chase, the Dr. Bond battle pass was great.
I'm glad,
really, really strong stuff.
I'm glad
Most importantly, the aesthetics were incredible. It was bright. It was vibrant. It was colorful.
Now we're going to have the opposite.
It made you feel
it's going to be dark.
And we had a lot of great things happening in here. And I kind of talked about all these things again. Now, I talk every stream about how much I don't like this saga overview slide. So I didn't include one for the next saga. However, I do kind of like it for like a recap of everything that happened in the saga. So we'll probably move forward with that. Let's get this this slide back up here.
Oh, there's a slide across.
A lot of things launched during the saga.
Let's get this slide back up here.
Collectives launched during the saga. It feels like collectives have been here for forever.
Big time.
They've only been here for a couple of months, right? How about
pretty decent progress.
We had Towers.
We need him to take some more sips, though.
We had the Saga Incursion.
I'm kind of bothered he doesn't have his signature gray bug anymore, though.
The top rope side quest, which was an absolute blast. So many fantastic and fun side quests during the saga. Lots of fun events. I think the game team really just knocked it out of the park with all the content in this saga. Really, really fun stuff. But some of those pieces of content are ending very, very soon, by the way. One of them being the Pump It Up Incursions. So if you haven't jumped in yet, make sure you do it. This one
I still need to finish the incursions on my alt.
Really fun.
I never got the last 2 rooms.
Had a lot of fun with this one. It was a bit more of an
enough?
intentional type of incursion setup. I think it was a really refreshing way to use the incursion setup here, where there wasn't as much RNG randomness. I really enjoyed this one. Had a lot of fun with Sandman and Zemo and Dust in this one. That's who my team was. They rolled right
the Iron Man Master Race.
Absolutely
I also think
stuff,
Howard the Duck would
so
probably
make sure you
be
jump in
cracked.
there before July 8th so you can also experience the Pump It Up incursions. We also have the Power of Towers Realm event, which is also going through July 8th. How about all those stretch milestones, by the way? If you want to max Sig Tech Champion,
that would be the most meta thing ever.
Get them up to rank 4, Sig 200.
I wouldn't know where to mail
also
it,
get
though.
that first
I would have to send it to, like, Kabam
on
HQ.
Warlock, by the way. So this was a 3-week Realm event. I believe we all know what this is.
I don't even know if you can buy
Make
something
sure you climb
like
up
a
those
pickle
floors in
bug.
the glass
Does that
towers.
even
That way you
exist?
can get that Warlock Ascension.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if he went out of his way and got one of his own
accord? Chance
accord?
to get that first appearance Warlock as well from those crystals in the milestones.
That would be so meta.
Really, really fun. All right, so that is the last piece of content for Pump It Up. Before we revisit it probably in the future, possibly with the Saga Tower or something else, or a tag for a certain boss or something. But until that happens, we're moving on to something new. Moving on to something a little bit more mysterious. All right?
Mysterious.
Let's take a look at this over here. What do you
look
guys
at that picture.
What do you guys think the new saga's called? I bet you guys just don't know what it is because we definitely didn't have crystals for this event in game last week. That's right, we have the Web
of Corruption.
Corruption Saga coming at your
That's a pretty cool name.
This is going to be a 4-month
A new Hulk? No, that's just Joe
Fix-It. It's going to be a very, very fun one. We have a lot of fun things planned for the Web of Corruption.
A free Joe Fix-It would go kind of hard, though.
Let's talk a little bit about the story
that's
going
to
be
small
starting
QOL
in the Web
tweak.
of Corruption here. So, the Battle Realm, my friends, has been corrupted. The Black Tarantula's totally legit import and export operation on the docks of the Battle Realm, it's run into some funny business. Some lethal laughter seems to be echoing through the waterfronts and making scare houses out of warehouses. Will a horrific hobgoblin be overthrowing this underworld boss? Or will the Black Tarantula live to see another day?
I don't know anything about Black Tarantula.
There's only one way to find out, and that is in this month's
Is there anyone in here who knows
Quest,
the lore?
Last Laughs, written by our very own Kabam Vincent. Make sure you read that story. It's always a great time, and make sure you jump in there so you can earn a Stellar Forged Green Goblin piece. You can earn
Stellar
this
Forged pieces in EQ? Dude, that's a piece of cake.
Forged Green Goblin without a core piece of his glider.
Now,
otherwise, he's just a green guy.
For the love of everything, make it slightly harder to do EQ.
Very important. You cannot build Goblin without the glider here, obviously, right? Obviously. I mean, I feel like that's kind of obvious. He's just
tune it up a little bit.
Can't have that. We need the glider. All right, so make sure you jump in. This is going to be directly in the milestones for this event. All right.
Oh,
we got a Saga
it is?
Chase
Okay, so there is Mysterio.
For the Web
he has his mug.
Corruption.
Watch for the sip.
Saga Chase with some smoke and some mirrors. That's right, Mysterio is going to be
Mysterio. We were right on Mysterio yesterday.
I do want to say the other night, by the way.
But since he's already a 7-star, it must be
building the slide deck, and I spent about 20 minutes making a Mysterio slide
or something.
With actual smoke.
That'd be lame if they just gave you a free 7-star Mysterio.
And I would do it again, and I probably will do it again. But Mysterio is coming in hot with that Ascension. Very, very excited for this one.
I'm going to say that counts as a new Ascension champion.
Mysterio is the Saga Chase. I've also been seeing a few people say that they're a little underwhelmed by the Mysterio Saga Chase. I just want to say real quick, Mysterio, by the way, is extremely underrated. And if you
in the future, though, we should probably be more specific.
Incredible. He's going to be a fantastic two-way for you with another tech
Mysterio's
champion.
got good synergies now, though.
Penny Parker, he has an absolutely ridiculous synergy that makes him completely nuts. Specifically,
good with Penny. I think he has a good one with Ruby Thursday too.
Turn him into like a tech cable with Apocalypse type of champion, kind of like spamming that heavy attack, stacking on those poisons.
Because he doesn't lose his poison gas or something like that. I don't remember. Hopefully, you get all the Watcher Awards. You don't think Kabam drops are working? Zero, I think you have to watch on Kabam's official live stream.
content as well.
If you want, you can pull up my live stream on YouTube, though.
But Mysterio is coming to you starting
so you can make sure
week,
you get everything.
The saga,
I think you have to be watching Kabam's official live stream right
stores,
now.
Side quests, meta events, all across the game. And at the very end of the stream, we're going to lay out every single place that you can find this.
I honestly don't know how the drops
in the month
work.
Of July. All right. So very similar to the America Chavez bundles.
Wait.
Very, very similar.
Are you guys getting drops on my account or only Kabam's?
Improved these by quite a bit here. And the Ascension 1 bundle is still the same cost across the board, but we have included a 2 to 3 rank up gem for the saga in that initial bundle. Also, for those summoners who are going for the Ascension level 2 with the extra 100 Mysterio Orbs, we added as a bundle specifically for Elder here that unlocks,
which can be kind of finicky if
that also has
you're too far behind in a stream, not counting it as watching it live, and I think it might have to be unmuted too. I'm not 100%.
But this one also has a 3
He will eventually, I think, Widow. I just don't think he's going to be the featured champ for this month.
That Tech Ascension pool as well. I think
you're getting dropped from Kabam. Okay.
Towers,
yeah, so make sure you're watching Kabam.
That special 3
on Twitch.
Does some pretty nice stuff. All right, man. Speaking of Chase champions, have you picked up your Thor Ragnarok yet? From all the observance that I know you all have been collecting from the live streams. Yeah. 7-star Mysterio, 7-star Thor Ragnarok has been in the game for quite a bit now. For maybe like about a month or so he's been out there. That Ascension's coming up. That Ascension is coming up. And you have about 12 more days, by the way.
I think they want to release Noir probably to capitalize on the hype of the new Spider-Man movie. At least that's my guess.
The Twitch drops last
week.
There's
the Twitch drops.
So we went ahead and moved this back 1 week. This was initially going to end on July 8th.
We're going to run out of space.
But we figured, hey, let's move it back a week since there are no observance in the thing, right? Boom, check it out. Thor Ragnarok, first appearance, 50 observance by July 15th, and you're going to have that shiny Thor appear right in your roster.
The Holo Edition.
That bundle right next to him is the Ascension Level 1 bundle, which is 30 observance, and then for 60 more...
Keep an eye out for an awkward pause. That one can be sneaky.
Keep watching the Twitch streams, and you can get Ascension Level 2 Thor completely for free.
I agree with
by, I believe, the end of the year, maybe early next year. But regardless, this is coming to you over time.
I do think he's probably plat pass since Mysterio is Saga Chase.
Thor, by the way. Builds that special 3, get into ISO Burst, keep them stun locked in the corner while ISO Burst is at max, extra damage. It's going to be really, really nice, man. He feels really good. I have him at rank 5. He's really, really fun. But good stuff, man.
Take a sip, Mike. I can see the liquid in there.
Now there's also this. How about this?
You need to work on that.
This doesn't really have anything to do with anything. I just absolutely love this picture. I had to show you this picture. Our team does not miss. It's got to be one of my favorite pictures. Honestly, you know what's hysterical to say, honestly? This might be my second favorite piece of MCOC art ever. I love the banquet one from last year, which is beautiful and gorgeous and fantastic.
Mike is sipping right now.
Wonderfully crafted.
And
this one has Spider-Man swinging across the city with the duck. And this
they put the picture up for no reason.
All right.
No
Spider-Man with the duck is fantastic.
Crazy.
We have one more event that is ending on Monday,
a
my friends, and we did talk about this one at the beginning of the stream.
Dude, he just took a sip.
But Peter Parker, he is going to be packing up his barbecue on July 6th. He is taking all of his leftovers with him, including the spicy wings. So you got a couple days left to jump in there if you are interested in this. There are unlimited combinations in those build-your-own offer bundles. Not actually unlimited.
I could tell he it looked like he was talking at a different direction, if that makes sense. Like he was recovering from the drink, and that took some acoustics away.
A couple of days left for this one.
Because his voice sounded slightly different when they went to that screen, and he had the mug in his hands.
Moving on here.
If he lifts it up again and we can't see liquid, we know he took a sip.
Coliseum returns, and this is an interesting one here for round 3, launching on July 23rd. We have some tougher bosses coming this time around. Round 2 was a bit on the easier side, right? It was fun. It was a good time. Now, round 3 is not going to be backbreaking. Don't take it out of context here. But
another Stellar Forge Goblin piece in Coliseum. I'm okay with that. Coliseum's not too bad.
As well. Each health bar cleared is going to be worth 2 points in round 3. Is this going to stay for the future? Who knows?
Dude, if it's Mojo, count nefarious donks.
Maybe. Is it going to go to 3?
Through the moon.
Probably not, but kind of anything can happen, right? We're going to be treating each leg sort of Apex Coliseum thing.
I think by mentally ill, you mean incredibly astute.
So round 3 is coming, and there's going to be a Stellar Forge Green Goblin
observationally strengthened.
In those milestones.
That's even a phrase.
You cannot have a scientist
My powers of perception
that is
are heightened.
Green Goblin without a science degree. Otherwise, he's not a scientist, right? Come on.
It's true.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a dad joke.
Speaking of the Coliseum, we also have the Alliance Coliseum coming on. It's raging on. Starting on Monday, we have a special week-long July Coliseum here.
This
one's going to be going for 7 days this time against the one and only Corvus Glaive with the tags on the screen right now. I'm not going to read through all 9 tags, but if you want to take a screenshot to prepare, look at your roster, you're more than welcome to do that. Now, one thing I want to talk about real quick here when it comes to the Alliance Coliseum tags is that in the future, either for August or later on as well, we are going to be working on things here to make this a little bit smoother. Instead of having like, multiple tags building up, we want to build like Coliseum tags for like day 1, day 2, day 3, day whatever, right? That have like the certain amount of points you would gain as if you were using 2 tags or 3 tags, or even 1 tag. So we'll outline exactly how that works once that is finalized, but in the future, the goal is for you to be able to log into the game when the update happens and see which champions are going to apply in your roster, make it a lot smoother without screenshots, without having to look at, what the tags are on the stream, anywhere else, just make it a lot smoother across the board. But for this round, we still do have these tags going for these days.
What's up overnight?
And we also have another event that coincides with this week-long Coliseum. And my friends, you're going to have to choose a side for this one. I know that sometimes you don't want to choose sides.
You're easier alliance mate, not your like real life friend.
Favorites, but I'm sorry. You're going to have to choose either Team Symbiote or Team Spider-Verse for the Creepies versus Crawlies event starting on July 6th. Choosing one side will earn you a team-inspired profile picture and loyalty to your team's solo objectives.
Like, he's that guy.
Is you fight for your team by taking down Corvus with either Symbiote or Spider.
Heck, you have all of his tanks memorized. That's crazy.
So,
I love it.
How does it work? You complete daily and weekly solo objectives using your tagged champions. Objective points are going to contribute only to the team that you chose. However, you can earn rewards from both events. Now, this is an alliance event at the end of the day, so it takes about 10 summoners completing all objectives to fully clear a team's milestone. So
I don't like when they do this, because a lot of people do just solo it in this game.
Keep that in mind if you have a larger alliance and you want to possibly coordinate or just kind of see where the dominoes fall. Now, on top of the usual Alliance Coliseum rewards, there's also going to be Essentia from this, profile pictures, and the titles in the objective rewards. But that's not the only thing that are in the rewards, and that's not the only reason why we have to choose sides. Because depending on which side scores more points across the entire event, all summoners who chose a team will earn either Venom and the Venom Relic, or Spider-Man and the Spider-Man 2099 Relic after the event.
Venom is just objectively better in every way.
I believe it was the Hunger versus Cure type of thing that we did, where we gave out the relic.
It's going to be so disproportionately
based on
Symbiote. Like, Team Symbiote is going to be stacked.
Depending on the rarity of the relic and the champion, it's going to depend on your progression level. I believe it is Paragon Plus are going to be getting a 7-star champion and a 6-star relic, while others below that are going to be getting 6-star champions and 5-star relics, and even lower is going to get even 5 stars.
I do have a full alliance, yeah.
Now, that being said, this is going to be
we're still relatively fresh.
Pretty much all summoners in Alliance. So if you don't have
for a while,
5-star Venom,
we haven't really had many people leave.
5-star Spider-Man, 6-star Spider-Man, this could be great for you. So make sure you get
Unless
in there,
they gave him a buff, which I don't think he needs, because he's already actually pretty good. He's just not good enough.
That's some fun stuff. Now, we also have been talking about this for a bit, the Alliance Quest rewards. The Coliseum did get a little bit of a bump last month. That was very, very nice for Elder Summoners there, getting some extra Tier 7 Basic and extra Tier 4 Alpha. There was quite a lot of it in there, but launching next week. Very long overdue, we know, but the regular and rampant evolution AQ are going to be getting AQ map reward updates for all tiers starting on July 8th. So, hey, this upcoming Coliseum has some great rewards. Coliseum always does. AQ is going to be a little bit more rewarding going forward.
Good.
Including
AQ
Alliance
needs
raids
that.
with some
Big
nice
change.
Elder raid chests added. So if you are Elder and you're still getting those raid chests,
technically an Elder reward buff, but that was
love,
already announced, so I'm not counting that for the bingo
right
square.
Now, right? This is the last run of raids, which aren't going to feel too great. So the next one, starting
Elder
on
raid
July
chests
27th,
are going to be awesome. I wonder how many, if they'll still have the unit reward in there, and I wonder how much it'll be. Hopefully like 2,500 or something.
Which is going to be very, very nice. A very welcome update, I will say.
It would be cool to see a list of
person who was working in these. He did a
things you can get
job.
in the Elder chest.
Fantastic job. Speaking of fantastic jobs, something started rolling out just a couple of days ago.
We also already know about this. There's a sip. That's a guaranteed sip.
Trial seasons. These are starting this season. Already started in the first off-season war.
Count it.
We are utilizing Towers Tech in Alliance War.
This is one of the largest. We also have the theory that he sipped off screen, which
you know, obviously,
we've bet he did.
Seen the frustrations around Alliance War potions, right? I mean, as someone who has been playing in Tier 1 for 8 years, I understand that the potion aspect of Alliance War can get very
so far, I love this change, by the way.
Frustrating when you lose to a fight, or
I hope it stays.
If you just squeak out a win in a fight.
It's live right now, Widow.
5% health, and then you have to heal all the way out, right? It's not a fun experience. It makes dying in war feel worse. You're already letting down your alliance, you're letting down yourself, and now you got to heal up, spending all this loyalty as well. So, for the next 2 seasons, after winning or losing
actually
your
sounds
fight,
so good. Warlock.
What happens in Towers is happening in Alliance War. Now, this is going to be a trial for 2 seasons. We want to see how this impacts the player experience at all levels. So, what does that mean? It means get in there and play some Alliance War, man, because hopefully this does well, hopefully this is successful, hopefully this trial is a good trial, and it does good things for the game mode. Hoping it does. I'm trusting you to get in there.
Guys, I don't think we're going to get over
because it's going to be a lot smoother. I clicked the wrong button there. It's going to be a lot smoother. Now, on top of that,
you clicked the wrong button there.
Updating the reward. We talked about this last time, but updating the rewards indefinitely as well. Based on tier, you can earn Radiance and Essentia per win and per loss as well here. Radiance for the wins, Essentia either way, all right? So to make this happen, we had to move some from the ranked rewards, but the current tuning requires about 3 wins to roughly break even. There is
Radiance currently in the off-season rewards.
A lot of competitive alliances are going to end up with even more Radiance. Now, Radiance is currently in the off-season rewards. This wasn't initially going to be part of that setup, but we're going to try that out as well. That's not guaranteed to stay, but
no, keep the Radiance in the off-season. Otherwise, the off-season is completely useless.
If the off-season starts seeing some fun stuff, maybe that'll
stay. Which isn't the worst thing.
We'll have to see. Everything's up in the air at the moment, right? But what about loyalty? Loyalty has been in Alliance War for so long. What's happening to that? Is the loyalty store still active? It is. Can you still purchase things from the loyalty store? You can. Can you still earn loyalty from Alliance War? No. But you can earn loyalty in a different way during these trial seasons. Throughout these seasons, you can trade 8,000 Mysterium for 100,000 loyalty each week in the store. Now, previously, you can earn about 150,000
that was
loyalty per
a
week,
stress point for me. I didn't know that I could convert all my loyalty into Essentia in time.
This 100K per week, if you do currently need loyalty, is going to be covering your gray boosts, some class boosts as well. Going to keep you topped up if you are at a low amount of loyalty.
And
now, there is also going to be
eventually,
right? This update is supporting the eventual shift.
They accidentally put the rating. You think there was an accident sheep, and then they're just running with it now?
Also consolidate this to Essentia, kind of streamline that across the board. Have that participation aspect of Alliance War.
Happy accident, as far as I'm concerned, Bob Ross style.
War, right? So, hey, trial seasons for 2 seasons.
I think it's
hopefully it goes
good,
well.
There's a lot of games that I've played that have way
modes,
too many currencies, and it gets confusing.
New that we are implementing that just.
I'm okay with the Essentia.
Very recently.
And it makes the game easier to balance.
Just recently found out about this upcoming season. We have a Battlegrounds seeding update. Now, we do know as well that our summoners aren't super duper thrilled with Battlegrounds right now. There's a lot of conversations happening on the team about what we can do to improve things, what we can do to kind of shake it up, put it in a nice place. But starting this season,
if you made the
Gladiator circuit, you will start the victory track in Vibranium 5 instead of Diamond 5. This is pretty massive for anybody who plays in the Gladiator circuit and climbs through the victory track.
Time change.
This is pretty massive.
Dude, if they put Stellar Forge pieces in there now, it's going to be so much easier.
This is also going to help
Not for me this time because I didn't play, but still.
Because it's going to start our very competitive players a lot higher. I believe it's 5 tiers higher here. So now I think you only have to climb 5 or 4 tiers before you can get right into that gladiator circuit action, right? That's some pretty good stuff. This is going to put our competitive players higher, closer to the top, while also opening up the victory track at the lower end as well. So I think this is going to be really, really great for the mode.
So if you're just
I personally really enjoy playing in the gladiator circuit. Sometimes I feel a little burnt out. Will you
reset back to Diamond 5 now then?
Go into the victory track every season. So hopefully this definitely helps ease that tension a little bit there when it comes to that. It's pretty exciting stuff. I'm definitely excited for that. Speaking of stuff I'm excited for.
See what I mean? Mike is too good at talking. Recently, that could have easily been an awkward pause.
Towers. Oh, look at that transition, man. Dude, I got to give Finton a shout out every time it happens. It's like, dude, he just hits the button at the perfect time. Anyway, man, Towers is now live in game. All 6 class towers plus challenge towers as well. Challenge towers are really some of my favorite content that we've launched in a while. Class towers at the very top are very fun as well. Now, when towers launched,
dude, we should have had a towers counter.
At first, these are probably going to feel very, very grindy before you reach your top. And this is a sentiment that we're seeing across the board. We are seeing that, hey, you know, this felt a little bit too grindy, but once I got to the top 20% of where I'm supposed to be on my class tower, that's when it started being a little bit fun. That's when I started to have to do some theory crafting and seeing, like, you know, if I could really push through defenders, right? So after the first week of towers, we implemented some early block skip improvements to kind of smooth that process along, to kind of make some better skips happen where you can get to that action a little bit sooner. Now, we're seeing that there's all 6 of these, you know, class towers have been open to all summoners. This new tech is in all 6 towers. We're seeing a lot of our summoners at the top of that leaderboard with the competition, right? Kind of climbing up there with some creative block building strategies happening. Seeing a lot of conversation about, like, you know, 88 to 92 is like that top block action. Obviously, there's some guys like Yusafa who's in, like, you know, room 96, 97, which is absolutely incredible and very, very impressive. He's been grinding it like crazy, and he's been really pushing it, man. Very impressive stuff to see how he's been punching up with some of his roster, theory crafting, sharing a lot of videos, a lot of screenshots, really sick stuff, man. Some of those higher rooms, when you're at like a 30, 40 challenge rating disadvantage, that's when it gets really fun, in my opinion, to kind of like see like which champion is going to be just perfect for it. On a personal anecdote, I was in like room, I don't know, 91 or something in, I believe it was Cosmic Towers, and there was a Colossus I just could not get past. I tried so many things. I just could not get past him. And then I was scrolling through my roster, and I saw Venom the Duck, and I said, all right, I think I have an idea here. And I kept attacking him, and I kept being aggressive, and I was stacking up as much armor as possible, launched that special 2, and he absolutely exploded.
Well, yeah.
So there are a lot of really
Venom
fun
the Duck
things
is a
that can
beast,
happen
man.
in towers. And I'm very excited for the future of towers, specifically challenge towers. I think there are so many things.
The bingo board is struggling today
to really make it a very exciting mode.
Compared to, I think they're deliberately trying to talk about some of the prevent us from the bingo.
Common things I've seen or misconceptions I've seen about towers. So here are some quick FAQs about the mode, right?
Here's where we fell short. We neglected putting
towers
mentions in the bingo like a lot.
After the season ends, I'm gonna have to do this grind every month. That's not how that works. Tower progress does not reset between seasons. So if you make it to block 91 in Science Towers for this season, you're going to be at block 91 in Science Towers until the towers crumble. Your tower rating is permanent.
Till the towers
because of that,
crumble?
It's never too late to start
So that will happen.
Because towers that grant tower rating are permanent, and those are always going to be there, right? So once you get past that initial grindy portion of each class tower, you're kind of in the end game there, right? You're going to be sitting on the leaderboard. You're going to be getting that radiance. As your roster grows, your progression in towers can grow as well, you know? At the end of the day, some of the grindiness towards the beginning of these here, that's kind of a symptom of adding a mode like towers into a game that's
been
almost
live for about 45 minutes.
We all have very developed
rosters. We can still hit under an hour 35.
We're all a lot more skilled than, block 60, 65, 70, 75 even, right? So it takes a little bit of time to get to the parts where it gets really engaging. Once you get there, it's some pretty fun stuff. As time moves on, more challenge towers are also going to be added.
Maybe like 45 minutes at least.
Tower rating, and that's happening starting next month with the Tower of Ascension that is going to be open to Elder Summoners only with 3,500 tower
only
rating.
Elders?
The next challenge tower is already on the horizon.
Climb this tower
only using your Ascended Champions. Now this one
only damage while you're in ISO burst?
Example of the type of tech that we can use for challenge towers. You will
so is it going to happen faster?
While you are in ISO burst. So
because I feel like ISO burst takes forever to activate.
Is going to be getting to ISO burst and doing everything
that's going to be brutal
to stay in it, right? It's not so much about like, you know, building up to that big damage moment.
The timer's
it's
paused while you have ISO burst.
Keeping that meter high.
Never mind.
The timer is going to be paused while ISO burst is active. So you want to use that might bar as currency in here. There's a lot of things that you can do to do this. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But the tower is only one block and it grants +8 tower rating per floor. So your might bar is going to start 50% filled. Your form of currency is starting 50% filled. It also fills 2% faster. So you're probably thinking, all right, it takes about 45, 50 seconds to fill. What do I have, 10 seconds to kill this guy? No. So it's going to fill 2% faster. It starts 50% of the way there. So it also expires 50% slower.
That's my concern out the window.
Here's the fun part. While not an ISO burst, heavy attacks add 3 seconds. Get the opponent in the corner, go for some heavy chains, add on 9 seconds. Combo enders, add on 2 seconds. Rewards are going to have some rank up gems, some powered crystals, and more in there as well. This is just one block currently as well. So when it comes to ISO burst here, there are some things that you can do to kind of
you're looking pretty thirsty,
active longer. Yes, it expires 50% slower, but if the opponent is using a special attack, dash back, tap the light attack a couple times, right?
Happy
Almost
for you, Warlock. What do you eat it with?
In a way, right? Don't get hit. But if you're using your light attack, if you're dashing in during specials, if you're playing in that skilled way, ISO burst will stay paused. And I think there's a lot of fun things that we could do for here. So it's going to be really, really fun. I'm excited for this one. This is launching on Thursday, July 23rd, alongside the Con Crawler's Event Tower.
Ooh, I like that graphic on the right.
Event towers are a new type of tower that does not add tower rating. These are limited time side events that use energy to clear that are essentially just using the tower's format, right? We put a side quest in a tower.
I guess Ranch is pretty versatile.
What this is 5 blocks with escalating difficulty and rewards themed around Spider-Verse and
it sounds like it's basically
champions.
the same tower
These are
kind of style we just had.
Towers that were going to be featured at our San Diego Comic-Con booth, and you can play it right at home. Now,
in the sense that it's just like the special quest that they would have done,
right?
but
so
now it's in towers.
The first 3 blocks or so are going to be pretty much an auto fight fiesta for you guys. I'm going to be entirely honest with you, okay? It's going to be like 3 stars versus 2 stars, because at the booth we have to have, you know, the iPads out for people who have never seen the game before, and we want to have every single piece at home as well. But once you get to like the final 2, those are the blocks that we're using for like the competition at the end of each day. That's when it gets a little bit fun. These aren't going to be like, you know,
there's a competition.
Hard. There's not going to be anything super duper difficult here. With
I'm heading over to win.
There's there's a Titan crystal, some 7-star crystals at the end. Make your way through it. It's going to be a fun time. All right, man. That was the towers portion of the stream. We have to talk a little bit about a meta event that we have coming up in July as well. My friends, we have a return of the Squad Builder event with some major improvements as well.
Squad Builder.
This is a big update to
Hopefully
Squad Builder.
they change it. Okay, they changed something.
The last one wasn't super popular. The first one was pretty popular.
Look at this
the second one, not so much. We took some of that feedback back. We kind of like, you know, took it back to the ground. All right, how can we make this better? We'll talk about that, right? There's a lot of things here. It's a very different sort of feel. But this one is also built on the symbiotic binds, okay?
I love it.
It's launching on July 15th. It's a similar event, but with massive new updates.
Heck yeah, man.
54 2-stars are coming your way to help you get started. And you're going to just draft a team from Spider-Verse, symbiotes, and their allies and enemies. So what's new? What's new in the Squad Builder world?
New growth rewards.
So we have new growth rewards here, allowing your squad to expand beyond 5 champions, right?
So there's like a wild card
multiversal champions, and these count as any squad and faction.
Hopefully it's semi-rare though, or it will make this mode
squad modifiers.
Too easy. We wouldn't want that.
Reward specific champ combos, and you can have multiple squad types for even higher scores across the board. So the theme of, hey, build the strongest squad, put the best combination together, do all this kind of stuff, right?
I think my biggest issue with Squad Builder was I felt like the fights themselves were just filler, and I wanted them to carry more weight.
For you guys to see this one, let us know what you think as always.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to change anything like that.
Rewards and structures as well. So this time the solo event is going to be turned into a realm event, but it's going to operate very similarly. You're going to earn milestones and ranked points each week. The Alliance milestones have also been retuned. Last time they were a bit difficult to reach, so we made that a little bit easier across the board. And also, we have solo objectives now. If you defeat the boss with certain champions in your
30
squad,
empowered crystals, I'm in.
Mystery orbs, and also 30 empowered crystals if you are
you don't know what Wave does.
Here.
She's pretty good. You just need to learn how to play her. She's got kind of a more difficult gimmicky playstyle to pick up, but I think one you like. So, do you like champs that can combo into heavy like Silk, right?
There is also the Alliance event, and they are connected. How do you play it? Well, this part is exactly the same. You can play with energy for points in the realm event, and you can
I need something to burn my energy.
Tokens. And if you use
I wouldn't mind if they brought this back a little more frequently, just so I can not have energy expiring in my stash 24/7.
For units as well. And you claim ranked rewards weekly to earn points in the Final Formation Alliance event. Now, the first time we ran this, we had a 7-star featured high evolutionary in the ranked rewards. The second time we ran this, in the Alliance event, we had a 7-star Heimdall. This time around, we have an ascended version of Scream as the chase champion in the ranked rewards for Squad Builder.
Ascended Scream is going to go crazy, man.
A first appearance.
Scream is really strong.
The top 7
like Scream doesn't get the
level 2
attention that she deserves.
Not directly, but you'll get like the 3 times tokens and the 11 cosmic tokens, all that fun stuff, plus crystal shards and all that kind of stuff. And then
it's surprising which champions can hit up
of alliances will
towers.
Also be receiving level 1 ascended Scream. So that's pretty exciting.
I'm not sure, really.
Scream
is
joining the Ascension
I think we only have
roster here with Squad Builder coming to you on July 15th. Exciting stuff. We also have one more special event. One more special event coming.
Why does he pick it up?
Black Tarantula's secret stash.
I just don't get it, man.
Are you looking to overtake the underworld? Well, you can't do that with some
secret
supplies.
Stash.
This is going to be a 2-week solo event featuring solo objectives and boxes. This is very similar to other events of this style we've run over the past couple of months. These are always a fun time. Complete objectives and daily super event milestones to earn pry bars. Now, you're going to use these pry bars to bust open these stash boxes for your supplies. Now, you can chase 3 sets of box levels for the best rewards. Best rewards featuring 50 empowered crystals for Paragon and above, 10 mystery orbs in the secret stash, and there are, of course, bundles for more pry bars if you want to bust open those boxes a little bit quicker or if you're behind on any of these. But this is going to be super fun, man. Very important to note, these are not box keys. Very important to note that these are not box keys. These are pry bars because you're busting them open when you're not supposed to be. Very important, all right? But it's happening for that totally legit import and export business that's happening. Another thing that's happening is some of that wicked laughter in the battle realm. I think it's happening from this guy right here. My friends, there's been a hobgoblin sighting in the battle realm. We're going to take a look at what this champion can do.
What?
To begin, strike the opponent to start building power. Focus on chaining your bite attacks to build maniacal charges while also inflicting those incinerate debuffs. Just before reaching 2 bars of power, heavy charge and launch your special 1 to stack up even more maniacal charges. Now, race up to 2 bars of power. And once there, heavy charge to activate Lunatic Laugh. And as your opponent dashes at you, launch your special and watch those incinerates melt your opponent. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, just repeat this process until they are. Remember, Hobgoblin's Bag of Tricks can allow you to utilize certain effects depending on the matchup in front of you. If you're facing someone with aggressive healing, make sure to chain your specials from a light attack to inflict a heal block on the first hit of any special.
That's like Apocalypse
And
S.
if you're facing someone with unblockable attacks, charging your specials from a medium grants you a steadfast, allowing you to safely block those unblockable attacks.
Really good community, so it helps.
Oh, we're back. Hey, what's going on? All right, that was Hobgoblin.
Do we count that
I was
as...
getting things set up here.
I don't know if
Hobgoblin
that's a
coming
technical
in
difficulty,
hot
but they
and
definitely
spicy, man. I'm very, very excited for
that they were
Hobgoblin.
back
He
yet.
looks absolutely incredible. Those wings, that sword. So many fun things.
Those are
He's a
really
great
juiced
tech
up
champion
defenders
going to the
overnight.
roster. Now,
I
I
think
know
he's
a
gonna
lot
be
about
fine.
Hobgoblin. I've been playing with this champion a lot over the past bit now, but there's somebody who knows just a little bit more about this champion. That is the designer himself. Welcome to the stream for the first time ever, Kabam Skippy.
Skippy.
Hi, everybody.
What is going on, my friend? Dude, thank you so much for joining us here today. Now, you
picture
are
for
a
Kabammers.
first-time appearance on the official live
We're
stream.
gonna just put a pickle there.
This is true. So let us know, let all the wonderful people at home know, who are you, what do you do here, what's
So that's
your
one
job?
Kabammer.
Yeah,
Chat.
my name is Kabam Skippy, the pseudonym here. Been working at Kabam for just about 4 years now. I think this is actually my 10th champion.
Wow.
So maybe
That's crazy.
the next
He
10th
went that long
champion, the
without
20th I work on, I'll come
being
back on
on
stream
stream.
every 10 champions.
Yeah,
We'll
we can
just-
make that
we'll
work.
it.
So
wonder
I'll
who he
have my people
designed.
call your people in about 10 years or so, or
that makes
4
sense.
years
Exactly.
or so.
We'll see how
4
long that
years for the
takes.
next 10. But no, you've made a lot of great champions. A big fan favorite is Jack-o'-lantern.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
he
seeing a lot of
made
Jack
Jack?
Lantern popping up in chat here right now. So
Right?
I'm glad we have
okay.
some fan favorites in chat joining us today to view this stream. That's awesome.
Absolutely. So, you know, obviously we'll talk about Hobgoblin, but I am
All right,
curious.
I like this guy.
This is, I believe, your second tech champion.
Actually, my 4th. Yeah,
You're right,
I've
because
done
you
a lot
also
of
did
tech
Ironheart,
champions. Lots
and
of
you
tech
did Vision
champions.
as well. That's
Deathless
right.
Vision, yes, my first Deathless champion.
Yeah. So, how did some of that past tech experience kind of bring you into Hobgoblin?
Yeah, I would say out of all the classes that I've created the most, tech champions are probably up there. So yeah, it definitely helped having past experience, seeing what the tech class does in general. Fighting those pesky mutants, they like to pull out a lot of tricks.
Yeah.
So it's definitely nice to know how we can counter those champions. And yeah, I hope it translated to a pretty solid kit we see here in Hobgoblin today.
He has a lot of utility. And
He
we
does,
will
lots of
talk
utility.
about that for sure. But one thing about him, like, tell us what makes this crazy tech design of yours so special?
Yeah, we won't go too
wearing the
deep into the
Broncos
utility
shoes.
as of yet, because obviously that's looking to counter targets and some pesky mutants that he wants to fight. But yeah, I think this character came out really well in the sense that
I think a more accurate joke would be
his lore
you would
wrapper,
think
what we
he
know
really
about
likes peanut butter.
Hobgoblin based off comics and the TV show, I think translated really well into a champion in our game. Like a lot of the thematic stuff that he already does.
No, wait, no. I'm
translates
thinking
nicely
of.
into
Is
some
it
gameplay
Jiffy?
elements that we
Never
seem
mind.
to
Maybe
incorporate
it's
in
Jiffy.
this character today.
Yeah, and one thing I love
I could have
about
sworn
it is
there's
I
like a
love the
peanut butter
laugh.
company that's
Yes,
close
it's
to that.
iconic.
Though.
It's
Maybe
iconic.
not,
It's
I don't know.
very goblin coded.
That might be
So
Mandela
I feel like
effect-y.
you had a lot of inspiration for that you kind of built around this kit.
Yeah, I may look a little bit
He
younger,
doesn't know
but
how
that's
to walk,
probably
he
the
just skips
vampire blood
everywhere he
inside
goes.
me. I'm actually rather old. Definitely grew up watching the Spider-Man cartoon and was just a classic. Anytime you see Hobgoblin come into the cartoon, you always hear Spider-Man in the background. What's that laughter going on in the back? And you know that's just the upcoming Hobgoblin going to be appearing in the next scenes or so. But not only is he an awesome character, he's voiced by a pretty prominent actor that most people probably know in today's day.
Okay,
It's
so
Mark
it is
Hamill,
Skippy.
Oh yeah.
Big fan favorite of mine.
Okay,
and
so the
definitely had to
peanut butter
pull in
joke
some
works.
homage to that awesome.
It's
love
just
that.
Jif?
Yeah, no.
I
It's,
think
and
the
interestingly
Mandela
enough,
effect
at
is
the
people
beginning of the
remember
stream,
Jiffy
I was making jokes
or
about how you
Jif,
can't have a
whichever one it
goblin without
actually
the
is.
glider, all this kind of stuff.
We do.
It's one of those.
And he's kind of just like walking,
Scrappy-Doo.
but he's not really
Scrappy-Doo
just
is
a
the
guy, 'cause he
most
also flies and everything
annoying
like that. Did the
character
other
of all
goblins in
time.
the game kind of like influence what you did with this one?
Also, welcome in, Pat.
Yeah, obviously we tried doing a little bit of an ode to the other goblins in the game. We have a couple of them. We have We have Red
Red
Goblin,
Goblin, Green
the
Goblin,
Cosmic
Stellar Forge
version.
Goblin.
We have Green Goblin. We now have the Stellar Forge Green Goblin coming out. So definitely lots to reference. There's a lot of material for us to look at, but obviously we want to make this guy unique on his own.
Of course.
We don't want him to be a replica of the other goblins that we see in game. So we do see
I
some
wouldn't know that,
small
Sheep.
odes to
That's
the other
surprising that
goblins
you
in
know
the
that,
game.
though.
Should I go into more detail on
That's a
the rest of that?
self-report
Sure.
chat.
Yeah, I think one of the things that you'll notice is he has his maniacal nature. His maniacal charges are something that you're going to be ramping up, and that's something similar that we see with the old Green Goblin with his madness.
Yeah.
So something similar to that, as well as something that's pretty common across the Goblin champions in our game right now is the bag of tricks.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has to have a bag of tricks, and yeah, Hobgoblin has his own bag of tricks that he'll be bringing into the forefront.
That's exciting, man. So now, are you down to do a little bit of live gameplay for us here today?
Oh, of course. Definitely happy to show you how Hobgoblin plays.
Fantastic.
Oh, this guy's a beast. He's not losing 20% of his
rank
HP.
5 Ascended 1 Hobgoblin here with... Because we always got to get, there's so many things now. We have rank 18 in the Tech Collective here.
Thank goodness.
We're going
I
up
could
against,
use all the assistance I can get here.
That's right.
Perfect.
We have a rank 5 A1 Dust. All right,
see how this plays
right
out.
in
Jiffy
there
Lube,
here.
that's a company,
I'll narrate
like
this
Jiffy
as we
Lube,
go
yeah.
along. So
no
at the end of the day,
I thought,
he has
oh,
some complexity.
you're talking
in this
about
kit,
like an
but he
actual product,
ultimately
though.
is
Like
pretty
Jiffy
simple,
Lube is a
right?
place.
What you want to do is you want to go for those light attacks here, place those incinerates, and build up
Also,
those charges.
big
right?
thumbs up to
Now, when you
another
get to
champion with a
5
sword.
Against that's a very tiny picture.
That's a
When you
technical
get to
difficulty. Let's
5,
go.
You get an undermine, not an undermine.
Let's
you
go.
get an instinct passive, and that's going to let you
Big
parry those non-contact attacks. Now, that's not necessary against every champion, and against non-mutants, that happens.
Yeah, this
at
guy
10.
just medium intercepted. He's a beast.
Based on the last action that you did, your special attack is going to inflict a certain effect, right? So I believe you did a light attack last year before that special one,
that heal block
and
up.
that put the heal block up.
Oh no.
Don't get hit by that, because the sandstorm will activate. That's all right.
Come on. You got to lose more HP, buddy.
What Skippy's doing here is building up to that special 2.
I don't think the sandstorm's going to get it.
16 charges, but
Come
you might
on,
not
one
get
more
there, but that's
percent.
okay. Because then you can go for the special 2 anyway, and you can charge your heavy
He's gonna
attack
take block
first.
damage.
See if you can intercept now with that special 2.
Yes, he lost 20%.
There
of his
you
HP.
go. All right, we got the energy
That was actually
vulnerability
so
and the
close,
passes,
man.
and then boom, and then she melts. Now,
Oh
obviously,
my
if you're a
gosh,
little
we
bit more
barely got that
aggressive, you can build up those charges higher. The special 2 does more damage based on the charges
Let's
that you
go,
have.
dude.
Correct.
Right, and you really want to go for the heavy
That's
attack. Charge the heavy so you can get that laugh going to make
I think
the
we're
ticks
cooked on
happen
replying
that
to
much
chat
faster,
messages,
right?
But
though.
as you mentioned, we did build some safety nets into the heavy as well. So one of the things that if you do manage to ramp up your maniacal charges high enough to intercept much easier, that attack becomes unblockable.
Yes.
So you're very much just waiting there, baiting for that character to dive towards you. Once they dive towards you, they're pretty much in the clutches.
Now,
you have them where you want
I
them.
am curious here. That's an interesting point. If I'm looking to really min-max this champion for maybe Battlegrounds Dust, or maybe I'm in towers and I have to go as fast
Wait,
as
did he
I
just take a
possibly
sip and I wasn't paying
want,
attention?
Is it worth maybe
Crap.
getting to that special 2 as
I
fast
think he
as
did. I
possible,
think I just
and
heard him
intercepting
take a
like
sip,
you
right?
did so masterfully instead of getting that unblockable?
Oh, he's so
or
good at
do you
incognito
really want to
dude.
max out those charges for extra damage?
Did he?
Well, yeah,
I
depending
should
on the health
remember.
pool size that you want. So in Battlegrounds, we'll see a bit smaller of a health pool, so you may
almost
be
wanna
able
go
to get
back.
away with just pushing straight
think he
for the
took a sip and I
SP2, but
missed
there's
it 'cause I was too
definitely
busy
lots packed
popping
behind
off.
maniacal charges. You want to ramp those up as high as you can. Not only is it going to increase
anybody
the damage
look
of your
back and
incinerates,
confirm for
it's
me
going
so
to
I
unlock
can
some other
keep playing?
goodies inside your bag of tricks. So ramping up your maniacal charges when you throw a special attack, it doesn't matter what your last attack was if you're at a high enough maniacal
Now
charges.
I'm worried.
He'll pull out all the tricks in his bag and slam you with them all at once and get a big boatload of effects trigger.
And that seems really beneficial.
Which is pretty funny. Yeah, both
right.
on you and on the opponent, you see
Yeah.
lots of things triggered. Because, yeah, a lot of the utility in this kit also comes out of the stuff that he can provide to himself, such as Steadfast, or
Yes,
the
of
Instinct,
course.
as you mentioned.
Yeah, I think he looks fantastic. I had a lot of fun playing with him. I was playing a lot last night. I did this matchup probably 50 times, seeing how fast I can get to it, seeing what's best. One thing that's also really interesting, can we get the slide up here as well? Yeah. There's a lot of his, just a little laundry list here, right? One thing that's interesting is that I love his ability against glancing. It feels very targeted to Dust, right?
Correct.
Where if he does glance, he inflicts an incinerate with about a 1-second cooldown, but that's going to kind of counteract her Dust.
Yeah, one thing you don't want to have is build up sand debuffs on you
Yes,
with
sand.
Dust. And yeah, the Incinerates are definitely going to be very, very helpful for that. He has really, really good access to Incinerate. As you guys saw, he has a flaming sword. We don't give away swords so liberally in this game. You have to be pretty cool to get a sword, and then to have it on fire
That
is
actually
like
is
another
actually-
level.
there's not a lot
That's
of
like
sword
double
champions.
coolness. Yeah, that was like all their scope budget.
The more the
on
merrier,
Hearthstone.
though.
Just like the sword alone.
Absolutely,
Really played into that.
Yeah, no, but I think he looks great. Hobgoblin is available in pre-release bundles on July 9th, Crystals in Arena on July 16th. Can we get the slide deck up there one more time for all these abilities? Now, those are where you can get Hobgoblin, but if you want him sooner, if you really like him, you can also get him here in the Double Track event for the Web of Corruption, right? Look at that art, by the way. Look at those fangs, dude.
I mean, he's so cool.
He's so cool.
He looks
so it's not
Hobgoblin is
the
your
Plat
Saga
Pass.
double track champion. Going live the same day as his previous
It's going to be
bundles.
Hobgoblin. That's interesting.
Of course, this is going to be available in the web store with the milestone boosters, and this is very similar to the Bomb 1. It's a pretty similar structure here, where you can get the Ascension level 1 at the end of the track.
when? Question mark.
Yeah, you got the big upgrade last time, really, from a content standpoint. This time around, it's getting what I like to call the pretty pass.
Sure.
I mean, look at this, dude. Oh my goodness gracious, it looks so much nicer. So it's getting a nice little facelift here.
So sorry, this is the new pass that we're getting?
Yeah, dude.
This looks amazing. Where have I been? Is this the game I work on?
Have you actually not seen it yet?
No, this
For
looks
real?
awesome.
That's so funny.
This looks really good.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks fantastic.
They even hide stuff from us,
They
the developers.
Even
They even hide stuff from us.
Our team don't miss. It looks fantastic. It's just a nice little facelift for
That does look good. I like
that. Make things look a little fresh.
You don't think it looks
And it's
good?
also
What
going
do
to
I think
give
it
you
looks
the ability to
clean,
support
actually.
more than one at a time as well. So this definitely opens up what we can do with not just like double
Not that I
track offers or
necessarily
whatnot,
thought it
but also
needed a
just
buff.
like the free track as well. Just like, hey, go in there, get your objectives done, do this, earn rewards, right? So it's opening a lot of avenues for what we can do.
Right, guys,
and
keep
it
an eye on
looks
the bingo
great
board
as
for me.
well.
I need to go to the restroom real quick.
Feels great. Looks great. I'm really excited for it. Really
Me
excited
too,
stuff.
man. I hope this translates well. I hope people have fun playing this champion once he releases. Yeah, I think we had a fun time with this guy, and I actually don't believe we even got into the nitty-gritty of what makes this guy actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
Should we mention that to them, or should we leave that as a secret
Give
for
me
them?
some of the nitty and some of the gritty.
Yeah, I think one of the cool things that we pursued with this champion is something that we actually haven't done too much in the past. So this is a newer gameplay mechanic or a new RPG effect that we're trying to introduce to the game, which is increasing the expiry rate of effects. So we kind of see this on Dracula with his dire degenerations, and we saw how people really, really enjoyed that. You have the super long degen at the beginning of the fight, and then he can do stuff to increase that and really burn you away. And so that's actually how we translated to his lunatic laugh in the game. So when you get that iconic laugh up for Hobgoblin, keep an eye on those incinerates, because they're going to burn much faster, and they hurt. They'll hurt. They'll hurt.
They do.
They'll get you.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to see what our summoners do with this champion once he enters the contest, which is very, very soon. I think it's next
Very
week.
soon, yeah,
It's
I
like in
know.
6
I think we're going to be
days he's
over
entering the contest.
an hour 35.
I'm very excited, and he looks fantastic on this piece of art here as well. Look at this.
Let's see.
Fighting
Show
Black
us.
Tarantula in the back there with a big old Joe Fix-It in the middle. How about that?
Yeah, that's my background on my laptop.
Yeah?
Right now. That is a really cool
Looks
art
great.
piece.
It looks great. Speaking of Black Tarantula, we have to take a look at him, but first, thank you so much to Kabam Skibby for, joining us on the stream. Absolute natural over here. We
guys are awesome.
we had a holiday in the office on Wednesday, and then it was a soccer day yesterday, so we didn't actually get a rehearsal.
I was actually at the World Cup yesterday.
No, you were not.
Switzerland and Algeria. I had to tone it back on how much I enjoyed the game last night, knowing that I had to come down to stream today.
Incredible,
so
man.
Couldn't party with all those Switzerland fans here in
What
Vancouver.
a great
but,
game to go to.
It was fun.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, we didn't get that rehearsal, and dude, he did a fantastic job,
Thank
honestly.
you.
So I've been bugging him to join me on stream for a very long time
King Daddy
now.
Kratos,
He
thank you for the
finally
follow.
said yes, dude. Would love to see you again in the future. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Really fun time today.
Absolutely,
Appreciate
man. All right, let's take a little bit of a look at Black Tarantula.
To begin, strike the opponent to start building up your combo. Your combo is what grants you Cunning, which reduces the cooldown on your Special 2. Once you're above 1 bar, use your Special 1, since the final hit grants you 2 Cunning. Continue striking the opponent as you work your way up to your Special 2. And if possible, dash at the opponent during their special attacks to trigger your evade and build your fury. Once you're at 2 bars of power, your Special 2 should be off of cooldown. Launch it and watch those I-beams devastate your opponent.
Oh my
Now
gosh.
remember, with Black Tarantula's Awakened ability, evading an attack grants a halt passive, allowing you to keep the tempo up
that's
against
actually
those
really
unstoppable opponents.
That's a really
And hey,
easy
for
unstoppable
longer
counter.
fights, you can work your way to your Special 3 and use it 2 times, as this reduces your Special 2 cooldown timer, places a personal vulnerability, and grants you 2 Cunning. After your Special 3s, continue cycling those Special 2s to
Holy
decimate
damage, man.
anyone who stands in the Black Tarantula's
Oh my
way.
gosh.
All right, and that was Black Tarantula, man. Now, this is a champion
damage
I am
burst looks
very,
sweet.
very excited for. Personally,
I like
you
the
guys know
small
I
ramp
absolutely
too.
adore Summoner's Choice. I have a long history with Summoner's Choice champions. And this was a champion who made it pretty far in one of the Summoner's Choice pipelines. So we're finally seeing this champion enter the contest. Let's take a look at some of the stuff he can do. This is a very, very
poison
fun
immunities
and
coming into the
champion.
contest.
I will say right off the cuff here, he's
And
one
no
of those
willpower,
champions who
but a
is
constant
rather
passive
simple
regen is
to
awesome.
play. But, you know, he has a lot going on in his kit, and that makes him read as kind of maybe more complicated than he is from a functional standpoint. That's not a bad thing.
Disables
but just know that when
inequity,
you
that's
actually
cool.
get your hands on this champion, he's not too difficult for you to actually get into a fight and play with. There's a lot of stuff he can do. He's immune to poison. 2 champions immune to poison this month, so Immortal Abomination better watch out across the board. He doesn't gain a benefit from willpower, but he has constant passive regen instead. Very cool and interesting thing here is that mods to his regen rate, they're actually inverted. This is capped at 400%, but anything like a Spectre or something like that, that is going to actually be reverted, kind of like a Tuma does with ability accuracy reduction. I love that. He purifies non-damage over time debuffs into those Spectres, and he also disables inequity on the opponent.
It looks pretty
he has
sweet,
some
man.
combo shenanigans going on as well with Evade and Purify, and he gains Cunning on combo thresholds of 20 and on his special 1. His special 2 also has a cooldown at the start of the fight. It's a very, very powerful special 2, but this cooldown can be reduced by gaining Cunning, and that special 2, the bursts also benefit from his critical damage, which means you want to build up that Cunning, right? Now,
Dude,
he also
I'm
has some
convinced he's
funky
sipping off
evade
screen
stuff
a
going
bunch.
on with this kit too. He has a 100% chance to evade when dashing into a special. This has a cooldown though. Now, if his dexterity is disabled by the, you know, for example, against like Photon or something, that cooldown goes away.
Dude, the Twitch chat right now is spamming
he also
exclamation
has a 5%
point
chance
check
to evade
drops,
all non-medium
which does
attacks, and he
nothing.
evades for a bit after specials on defense. Now, that's a lot of words, a lot of things he does. Let's just take a look at how he actually operates in game, because I said, hey, he does so many things, and he's actually very simple to play. So I'm going to go up against this Photon here, and we're just going to kind of fight her normally.
Whoa.
I'm going to dex those special attacks as
No
I'm allowed to.
Kabammer?
All right. So he doesn't counter miss.
Guys, I think this might be the
However,
first bingo
He doesn't really
we
care
don't
about
actually
those debuffs.
get in
In
a long
fact, he
time.
kind of likes those debuffs because I'm going to purify them into the Spectre. I also don't care about those petrifies that she puts on me, and I also really don't care about her unblockable special attacks. All right, he doesn't counter miss. I usually go for the special 1, to be fair.
There's
So
another
don't be a silly
20%
goose
HP
like
loss.
me. But at this point, I'm just going to kind of fight her like a normal champion. I'm going to bait those special 1s. Going to evade. Going to gain some combo. Now, I would go for a relic right here if I had it attached. And now, I'm going to go for a special 2.
That regen's
Smack
actually
in
pretty
the face
good.
a little bit. And that special 2 goes kind of crazy. We were in wide shot
Pretty good
that
against
entire time.
Photon.
That's fun. All right, so Black Tarantula can do some really crazy things. That was not a clean fight at all, but you can see the potential for that to be very, very clean. That was about a 45-second Photon fight. There are so many things this champion can do. His special 2
Dude, we might be
absolutely
cooked on the
rips.
Twitch drops
It's
too.
so much fun to kind of dash into special attacks. It has some sort of like Ronin kind of things, like, you know, when like Ronin has like his evade charge up and you kind of go in. Also, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Silk in a way, where you kind of like dash in and you're going to evade the entire special attack. Really, really interesting stuff. Now, if your dexterity is not disabled like it was here, it has a cooldown of a bit where you have to, you know, either throw 6 medium attacks or wait for the allotted time before you can dash into a special attack again. But you definitely want to utilize that evade to kind of build up that combo, build up that cunning, make sure that special 2 burst goes absolutely crazy. Now, he places those vulnerabilities on the special 2 as well. Does a lot of damage here, man.
How does he like not get out of breath, man? I feel like he doesn't stop to breathe.
Going very, very aggressive with this champion.
It's legitimately impressive.
I'm really excited to see what players do with this, because I feel like he has a lot of reach, especially in those longer fights firefights too when he has some time to ramp up. This was just like a little Battlegrounds photon. Now he can keep building and building and building with some caps, of course, but this champion is very, very fun. I cannot wait to see what some people do with this. Let's get that back up on the screen here.
And he does the slider quest a lot this
champion
stream.
Is going live at the end of July, on July 23rd, and it will be in Crystals and Arena on July 30th at the very, very end. The very, very end of the month. Super excited for this guy. Black Tarantula is finally coming to the game. Those I-beams, pretty crazy, man. That special 2 is insane. Really, really, really awesome stuff. That is our second champion of the month, and look at this art again, my friends. Jumping out
show
the
me
window.
Spider Noir gameplay.
Our team just does not miss. It just does not miss. Now, if you want a chance to win one of these champions in the giveaway, you can go to playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway. And if you're watching for the first time, my friends, hit the QR code, download MCOC, and play along. How about that? That is a lot of fun. You can play with us here. Now, speaking of champions, we also have that chase champion happening right now. Not the Hobgoblin, but the Green Goblin, the Stellar Forged version, because the chase for that is going on right now. This science champion is a variant that overwhelms the opponent with debuffs and demands a rapid combo meter gain to counter. Hey, look at that. Looks like Black Tarantula might be pretty good for this guy. I didn't even put that together until right now, honestly. But the first piece is available for a few more days in the Saga Tower, and the next piece is going to be available in the EQ this month, and then the third piece is going to be available in the Apex Coliseum Milestones Round 3. So make sure you are going after this goblin because he's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very, very, very excited for that. All right, my friends. So we talked about the new content coming for the month. We talked about the events ending soon. We talked about the motion comic. At the end of the previous stream, at the end of our tower stream, I did a little teasy tease. I teased a little something fun coming, specifically for those who completed Act 9, Chapter 4, Redemption, and earned that Elder title. Let me know in chat, do we have any Elders in chat? Is there at least one of you in the chat who's Elder right now?
That's me.
There's got to be at least one. Let me know if you're watching at home and you're Elder.
That's me. Yeah, Mike, me.
Well, for those of you who are Elder, we have a special quest that is starting next month.
Special quest.
And to talk about it, well, this month, yes. This month,
we have another
technically.
Kabam.
When I do month, I think of the builds. For everyone, just so everyone knows, when I say next month, I've been doing MCOC for so many years that months are in MCOC months to me. Like just so everyone is clear at home. Starting with the next, content month.
Take a sip, Mike.
We have a special piece of content that's going live for our Elder Summoner specifically. And to talk about some new story content, we gotta bring in the story man himself. Welcome back, one of my best buddies here at Kabam, Vincent.
Yeah, the Vincent.
We're doing the high flattery. What's up, my friend?
He counts.
I am also here.
You are also
That's
here.
fun.
Yeah, can we get the thing lowered a little bit?
We can try for a lot of things while we're here.
We can try for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I am also representing Team Creepies. The Creeping Crawlies, not to make anyone pick a side, but I want a Venom. So we're just going
Team Symbiote is gonna
We're just adjusting things and microphones and chatting casually about this exciting upcoming event.
Doing it live, but I'm very excited to actually talk about this stuff. We can get the slide deck back up there, my friend. There we go. Launching on July 15th. Vincent, what's going on in the Battle Realm?
All right, so we tell long stories in the Battle Realm. We are very lucky to do so, and we just wrapped up a story that took 4 years to take place. Between Act 8 and 9, it was all one contained story, and that started back in 2022. Shout out to everyone who worked on that, in particular my buddy Max. Over on there, you might know him as Kabam. This is why I got the other name. The
Welker.
Kabam Welker. Thank you. I told you we're doing great.
There's another Kabam.
We're doing it live. This is a live show. But so we've been telling this story for a long time, and often
just finish your
a lot
drops.
of
Nice,
Marvel
Spidey.
stuff, like you get to the end of a big story, you get a fun
I don't know where I'm at. There, if I'd be beginning progress towards them.
Story. And we don't do that because the story always keeps marching forward. We're always on to the next big thing, on to the next big adventure. And I wanted to sit with Act 8 and 9 for just a little longer because the way it ended, and spoilers if you haven't made it to the end of Act 8 and 9, and I know you all read all the stories, so just be gentle with yourselves, but Karina done did exploded. She took
Karina
the
Dunn
power of
did
the Chrono
explode it.
Serpent
You heard it here
and
first.
she expunged it via crystallized explosion. And now, you know, comic books being what they are, sometimes that means you could come back, sometimes it doesn't. But Aegon is there for Karina and has decided we're not waiting. We're not going to see if this comes back together. We are doing this now. We are taking action and we're fixing that last beat. So we're not waiting until the usual cadence of like April, October. We're starting that now.
Now.
We are taking a little extra cutscene and we are going to assemble Karina and bring her back to the battle realm.
Okay, so crystallized, Karina exploded. There are pieces all over the place, and the summoner has to piece that together?
Yeah, so the summoner.
Listen, I'm not going to
travel
pretend to
through
know
space
story
and
in this
time.
game.
That's what I've decided you can do, yes. And I've said it live, so it's canon. But the summoner can travel back and forth through time. That's how you're redoing your fights. That's how you're going back and having adventures you've had before. So the Aegon obviously is aware of this, so you're going to go back and face down these bosses you've fought before to take a bit of their essence and help rebuild Karina.
Okay, so Elder
like a
Summoner
boss
is going
rush?
to rebuild Karina. And then what? What happens then?
Well then, you're going to get Karina on your team.
Get out of town!
You are gonna
so
have
you're telling
playable
me that I
Karinas?
can own a 7-star Karina of my own.
Not only are you going to own a 7-star Karina of your own, you're going to get a purified,
should have Spidey, but we
rarefied,
didn't
added
verify.
to your team. Only way to get it, Karina. When you are bringing this character into any other part of the contest, the people there know for a fact you have made it to the top of the story right now.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes.
So, starting on July 15th,
Big time.
Chapter 1 of permanent story content available to
permanent?
Elder Summoners is going to go live. Now, one thing to point out here is that, yes, this is story content. There is a
I'm gonna be
wonderful
honest,
story
Karina's
written
cool,
by
but I would
Kabam
rather have
Vincent here.
Saitalis.
It's a continuation of everything that we
like
have,
Bahamut or
but
something.
this is not the typical format
they're so
structure
cool.
of, other act content.
I'm gonna say that's
an.
an-
Not going to be as
Do we say
elaborate
that's
and
an
large.
Elder
There's
Reward
going to
buff,
be
chat? What do we
rewards.
think?
They're going to be nice.
'Cause
right?
technically
going to
it's
be,
only for
very
Elder
commensurate with
Summoners.
the effort, I would say.
And
Right?
it is new
But
rewards. I
Chapter
don't know.
1 is going to have 4 quests.
I'll let you guys make the
And there are
call.
going to be 2 quests with 3 boss fights, and each boss is gated by very
Also, we could-
specific
well, yeah.
tags. Okay? There's also going to be 2 quests with 1 single boss fight. Up first in July, Skytalis and Bahamut. These guys are tuned up with new unshackled nodes. So, it's been about 3 months or so.
I tend to lean
since
no, not
Act
necessarily
9
another,
launched, 9.4. Probably part 2 of Epilogue is going to launch, like, I guess October, something like that.
We're going every month for the next 4 months.
No, we're not.
We are gonna, every month you're gonna be coming back, you're gonna be doing this new content, it's gonna be going live for you.
Giving you story content all the time,
and that's
every
gonna be all
time.
the way up to October to the end of the saga here. So
Beautiful.
this web of corruption that we have, the way we're purifying that is to bring an elder back to the contest and onto your team, and then we're gonna see how strong we
Are
can
we
make that
still
elder.
live?
That
We were just
sounds
waiting for you,
extremely
Samir.
exciting.
We
and I
actually-
cannot
now we
wait
can
to see
start
what
the stream.
happens in
We've
the
just been waiting for
contest
you.
once Karina starts joining the battle realm.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah, I guess that's a good
real
point.
lovely celebration of the stories that we get to tell here. And this is going to be
You could
like
still
this
watch
last
the
big beat
VODs.
here, and then we're going to find out what we're going to be doing with those big story beats moving forward. We have a team dedicated to it. We have brought back my buddy Max. He is going to be helping out on that. If you don't know, he helped design all of the Act 8 and 9 stuff. That's why we have those fun bosses. He's on the team for the idols as well. So I'm really excited to see what the two of us cook up together. Coming forward on what story content looks like, the shape it takes, and what we're going to be seeing moving forward. But the important thing is big, fun plans are on the way, and the way we're going to step into that is a 4-month celebration of Act 8 and 9.
Sounds great. I'm very, very excited for that, and I cannot wait for this to launch. Alrighty, so that is starting on July 15th.
That was kind of an awkward
now,
pause.
One other final thing to mention here is that, hey,
I might count
yes, this
that.
is only open till Elder Summoners, but this
That's
is
like the
permanent
most
content.
awkward pause we'll
It's
ever
forever
get.
content.
If you're not
Brownie
there
Mike.
yet, good news, you will one day be getting Karina on your team. That just might not be on day
Post.
one. I am super excited to see who gets
You're
that
gonna
on
get a
day
tattoo.
one.
I'm very
I'm
excited.
looking forward
Like the
to it.
logo
It's going to be
soon.
very, very exciting. Now, since you're here,
Yeah.
you also worked a bit on the upcoming motion comic we're about to watch.
I did, yeah. So I am a huge fan of noir fiction and tales, and I was told, like, hey, at some point we're getting a spider noir in the game. And I said, cool, that's the saga now. So we really leaned into that kind of like dark, shady, lights coming through the blinds, mysteries to solve, gritty,
Are
hard-talking
we gonna get
detective
Spider
kind of
Noir
stuff for that.
gameplay now?
And our art team, who don't miss,
Of course not.
put together a fantastic trailer for us, and I'm super excited that I got to write just a little touch of spider noir, fast-talking detective stuff on this.
Fantastic. So you think we should take a look at the motion comic?
I think that's the next slide, so we don't have a choice.
Oh my God, you're right. Finton, let's take a look.
They call this place the Battle Realm.
And he's sipping away right now, and we'll never know.
Not exactly subtle. That's fine by me. I'm not exactly subtle myself.
It's too bad they couldn't get Nicolas Cage to voice Noir.
I'm a detective, and I chase threads. My pals and I swing from them.
I think it would be cool to make that a free
Webs
fight.
of fate and destiny, as some folks call them. Heck, this place has more loose threads than Aunt May's sewing kit. We push the shadows back and carve out the corruption. But sooner or later, everyone finds a breaking point. I ain't broke yet, but I need a case. I get itchy without a mystery to solve. Any moment now, someone will knock on my door, and all kinds of hell.
The Green Goblin.
Be sure to follow them in.
Oh man, now, that was a mysterious black and white.
That's my first time seeing that,
It
actually.
can't be caged.
That's right.
So
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Everyone at home knows what that means.
Yep.
All right, so that was the Web of Corruption motion comic. I absolutely love showing these things off. Thank you for joining us to talk about this stuff as well, my
Thank you
friend.
so much for
I
having
want
me.
no
I
more
am
gameplay,
super
man.
excited for all the stuff coming out next in the
Why you gotta be
contest.
teasing him
Again,
like that?
Big stuff for San Diego Comic-Con. If you're going to be down there, go say hi to my buddy Mike. It was over there. Go say hi to my buddy Mike. Get the pins and find us on the Discord. I love seeing where the merch ends up. I had a lot of fun designing some stuff for us for this, so make sure to pick those up.
I was
add
so
them to your
mad. Why do people
collection,
hype it up so
sell them,
much? I
trade
think
them,
people are more
but,
hyped just
get those in your hands
that it means
it's rare.
Noir
It's
is
a
coming to the
physical
game than
item
anything.
that you get, and it's free.
Yeah, it is free.
So.
Again, yeah, San Diego Comic-Con, free to come to, free to come and say hi. Give me a high five.
It would have been
If you're a
absolutely
hugger,
peak if Nicolas Cage could have
fine.
voiced
You can
him,
also
though.
hug. That's totally fine. Within reason.
He's probably just
within
busy
reason.
being
I do
awesome,
not give you those.
shooting the greatest movies of all
You can
time.
respectfully wave from 5 feet.
I'm a bit friendlier in person. But for real, come say hi. It's going to be a fun time. Hang out with other people. who play
Also,
the
to
game.
answer your
It's a great
question,
time. It's
Samir,
always
we've been
fun to
live
have
for
these live
almost
events.
3.5 hours.
And, you know, like Vincent was saying, get that swag, get those
And if you
pins,
haven't
get
seen it
those
already,
shirts. You can kind of like take
because
your
of the
family
long
with you,
watch
man.
party
You can,
stream
like,
that
have
we
a
did,
piece of
we're not going
MCOC
to probably
with
have a
you all
live
the
stream
I
tonight.
always do.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Speaking of MCOC at all times, that Mysterio Saga chase, guys, I said that we were going to have the slide at the end of the stream. Let's take a look at this real quick here. Launching next week, the Mysterio
Are you guys ready for me to win a
are in
giveaway?
the Event Quest, in the Mysterium Store, in the Squad Builder, in Alliance Raids in July, in Black Tarantula's Secret Stash, sprinkled throughout
Not my
the
cup
Saga
of tea,
Battle
Samir. I
Pass,
think I
and
agree.
a solo objective.
It definitely
for
wasn't
completing
as hype.
Epilogue Part
Like, I don't think it met the
within
hype that I
allotted
was
time.
told.
So make sure you get
Now,
in there. and
Noir
do
being in
all
the
of
game
these
is
really, really
hype.
fun
That
things.
is hype.
The Goblin Stellar Forge
I
chase
just wanna
is also
freaking see
kicking into
gameplay.
high gear. We have the Saga chase that's almost, the Saga Tower that's almost done. The Event Quest milestone starting next week. The Apex Coliseum milestone next month. And then we have something in August and something in September planned right now, which is when you can first get this guy in September. So make sure you get in there and get that first appearance Green Goblin.
Gonna be
do
under-
everything in the allotted time.
Under 3 Kabammers, I
And of
think.
course, we also have some giveaways, my friends.
There's the
We have
giveaways?
5 Greater Empowered Crystals / Titan Crystals.
We are going to hit
if
under
you
3
are a low
Kabammers. If they're
progression.
doing the giveaways now,
And Champion Choice between Black Tarantula and Hobgoblin. So, my friends,
I'm taking
congratulations
Black Tarantula
to
when I win.
DJC303,
Never mind.
Cal Cestus, Ashenose, Cluckill, and Mr. Best 75.
Mr. Best. That's Mr. Beast's burner
Best
account for sure.
75. Congratulations, man. You're the best. And now you have the crystal. Also, congratulations to Sumanth Patil 1302.
Dang it.
Zombie
One of
Dog
these days, it'll be one of my viewers.
Joel M 3335, Mr. Goosebees, and John Wick. I can say that, right? It's a name. It's the guy's name.
He's my dog.
John
Wick
Wick,
FTP.
free to play. That's right. That's right. I said it. I
He's
was like, I
doodling in a
can probably
castle.
say it. It's a screen name.
He's
That's
probably
totally fine.
stealing
That's
the
totally
Declaration
fine.
of Independence,
Congratulations.
let's be
Keep
real.
an eye out on your Twitch messages, of course. Congratulations to the winner. Make sure you enter in the future if you do not enter this time, because it has to be somebody. 10 winners. Someone has to win.
Yeah.
Why not you?
Tens of
Why not
thousands
you?
of people that are going to enter, but you're going to win.
That's
you
right.
in particular.
Next
Give me camera
time.
2. You are going to win. I can feel it.
Next
time, if it
time
wasn't this time, next time, you got the
we
winner
do
vibes.
Twitch
I can
drops
tell.
getting
I like
mentioned.
that
I
you're
think we
watching the
should
stream right
include
now.
giveaway
That's right.
mentions.
And not doing other work.
It will one day, Go Boy. You just have to
That's
believe.
right. Fantastic. So, my friends, Lurk in the Shadows starting next month. Let's take a look at this real quick. One final slide here, a little quick. Everything going on over the month. We have new champions, that Mysterio Ascension Chase, Black Tarantula's Secret Stash event, and Squad Builder is returning. It's going to be a very, very exciting month in the contest. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be here with you guys for all of it. It's been a very, very fun stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Huge shout out to Kabam Skippy for joining us for the first time. Big shout out to my buddy Kabam Vincent for joining us for some lore stuff and for some motion comic action.
Good job.
Thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure we will see you in the future.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Or I'll just be sitting right off screen like I am most times.
Like you always are.
I'm always here.
He is there.
They won't let me leave.
That's
There's
right.
the wide
and of
angle
course,
view.
a massive shout out to Finton for doing a phenomenal job running the stream as always. Give it away.
Wow, they actually did shout out the tech guy.
There he is. There's that beautiful
I
face.
really didn't think that would happen.
All right,
I should have actually put that on the bingo
Thank you so much
card.
for joining us today. We have
We got a
Twitch
mini
drops
bingo.
going live for the
Dang
entire
it.
month for the saga. They're going to be very, very exciting. It's going to be a great month. It's going to be a great saga in the contest. I cannot wait. Happy Canada Day to everybody who celebrated this week.
Wow, he
Happy
actually
4th
did
of
do a
July if
belated
you're a little
Canada
bit
Day,
south of
too.
our border. Happy World
Dang.
Cup if you're celebrating the World
I did
Cup
not think
and
that
all
would
the
get
other fun
mentioned.
stuff going on this
what's up,
summer.
Winford?
It's going to be a
All
really,
right,
really fun
Sorbato.
time. It's a fun time right
I was
now,
hoping for
right?
one too.
I'm having the most fun, legally available.
Incredible. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back here next month for the
Dang.
August build.
Show
I
me
hope
Spider
you join us
Noir.
there as well.
Don't
And
tease
until
me
next
like that.
time, we'll see you
In the battle
realm.
And cut. All right, so that puts the live stream at hour 30. So that would be under. Oh my gosh, we were so close. We just needed a surprise buff. Gosh, dang it. Dude, I almost guarantee he took these sips. I just think he did those all off screen. And I think they were just too on top of it, where I was yapping too much, and I didn't hear them. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm kind of shocked. This is the first time we actually haven't gotten a bingo. We did get cooked. It's wild. Last live stream, we almost got every square, I feel like. Wasn't there an awkward pause? There was like a semi-awkward pause that like, this is why last night I wanted to get rid of it, but I couldn't think of anything that was like significantly better. Mike is just really good at his job and very good at just continuing to talk and yes and improv. But it wouldn't have mattered. Even if we did get it, they didn't reply to a single chat message, which is probably because Twitch chat was a dumpster fire the entire time. Like, I would look over once in a while at my phone. It was just constant demanding of compensation and stuff, or like wanting to check on the status of their drops, stuff like that. It was predictable. I mean, you kind of saw that coming, right? Mute that. Yes, good call. Actually, go back over here. Oh, whoa! Now my camera's all the way over here. Anyway. I need to... This one? No. What? All right, whatever. All right, chat. Well, we're just going to stay over here. We're going to not watch any of this. We'll just rewatch the live stream. Oh, not this guy. I don't know who this is. Good for you, one guy. All right. Anyway, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for our stream today. Thank you, everybody who swung by. I'm sorry we weren't able to pull the bingo off. Hopefully we can get it next time. And you guys can think of, and myself, some like insanely awesome bingo squares moving forward. I think today was really fun. I think if we can watch these live in the future, we'll probably do the exact same thing we did, which was go live 2 hours before. I think that was significantly better. It gave everybody a chance to actually make it in here in time. So just to be clear, guys, we are not going to be live tonight. All right. Since we streamed for so long today. So go enjoy time with your families. Enjoy fireworks if you're doing those like a day early or whatever for the 4th of July. If you're in America, happy 4th, even though it's the 3rd. And everybody, go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Give yourselves another crisp high five for being so cool that you watched a daytime stream for me. Thank you very much for all your support, guys. Make sure and subscribe and follow if you haven't already. I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and getting us to where we are right now. Have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. And I will talk to you guys in the next one in 2 days. Adios, guys. By the way, Monday, just to be clear, that's